No, not like that. Like, be excited.
Oh my God!
Episode 13!
Call you the real trans?
Yes!
That shit's recording already.
We're not about to use that, my boy.
Oh, shit. Cut that shit out, dog. Zonder's gonna leak it.
Yes, sir.
Uno, dos.
Sí.
Uno, dos.
Sí, sí. Uno, dos, sí.
Who is this?
It's safe.
Safe?
I already know I'ma fucking go. I'ma get the bag. Stay with the bros.
It's episode 13, baby. It's episode 13.
Episode 13. Episode 13.
Official. The official 13th episode of the Lord's Sacred District podcast. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah.
Episode 13.
Me and Paul did the DJ out of friends. Sometimes I cry and I just thinking about my broskies. Like how the fuck they couldn't make it out the jam. Now in first class we was flying me and smoking.
We gotta get some official ass horns.
Right along.
Sir.
I got you, dog. I got us.
I don't need you to be switching up. If you on this side,
What?
then you can switch sides.
Nah.
Ain't no reason, baby, give it up.
Yeah.
Find another time.
Let's go.
We gon' get it right one day. Already know I'ma fucking go. I'ma get the bag.
It's the Lord's Sacred District podcast, baby.
Yeah, I'm tryna go. I'm on in this mode. I'ma leave in time.
The hottest podcast in the world. Let's go.
I don't feed to the rumors they making.
Caliente.
Can't sleep, too much money in the safe. OT made some lifestyle changes. All I needed was
We gotta find someone to like translate this in Spanish because I see we do get listeners in Mexico.
Oh, yeah, I've been watching that shit. Hey, yeah, we be watching the analytics. I see y'all.
Well, they speak a lot of English. They teach English a lot in Mexico. So.
Yeah, bro. Safe for you to assume that they don't speak
What
English.
the fuck you think?
Come on, lads.
How ignorant are you?
Huh? That Mexicans in Mexico could speak English and Mexicans
Yeah,
and the U.S. can't.
Wait, have you guys have you guys seen that South Park episode, the Michael Jackson one?
Oh yeah,
He comes
bro.
out in a couple of them.
Blanket.
Where he's
Which
like,
one are you talking about?
No, you're ignorant. You're being ignorant. You ever seen that?
I don't think so.
You're being ignorant, lads. Anyways, welcome to the Lord Sacred District podcast, the hottest podcast in the world. My name is Andre. I'm here with Laz.
Yeah.
I'm here with Monty.
What's up?
Yes, sir. Let's go. We got a lot to talk about today.
Well,
Laz,
first of all,
what's up?
yeah, how was your weekend?
My weekend, I got vaccinated, bro, and that shit fucking sucked dick.
Damn.
I was down for like a day and a half.
What happened or what? You got your second dose or your fourth one?
My first one.
Your
First?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I forgot. Oh yeah, your baby's on the way.
Yeah, so I had to get it to be able to see
They got him.
the pregnancy. Yeah, bro, they got me.
Yeah.
That shit hurts, bro. I pretty much have COVID. Like, it felt just as bad as when I had COVID, bro. I stayed in bed. Like, one of the days, I think the day after the shot was the worst, but it was the day that I had gotten tickets to go watch or look at some fucking dinosaurs because my son's into dinosaurs right now. And there's this place in fucking LA that is like a dinosaur museum. So we took him there and I was dying, bro, but he was loving it. So I was like,
You're all suffering the whole time.
the whole time.
That's cool.
Well, now me and Zandre are at risk. You know, just being in the same room as you. Now you can
Bro,
spread
don't
it to
say that.
us,
They're gonna cancel me, bro.
You know.
Nah. Go get vaxxed up like Laz. As you guys can see, he's okay. He's okay. So we're all good. What about you, Monty? What'd you do this weekend? What's up?
This weekend, damn, what did I do?
Come on.
I don't think I did anything like crazy. Went
Hold
out
up,
to dinner.
real quick. I love how Monty pointed the fan right at him, bro.
I know. We're just watching this right now. Look at that.
Whoa, so I could be
We have
cool.
a little fan here in our
So I
little
could be
setup,
fresh.
and this guy pointed the fan right at him, bro.
all
I'm like,
good.
why is it a little hot in here?
Hey,
okay, it's okay.
don't put me on fan duty then.
Yeah.
So you move it yourself next time.
All right, back to your weekend, bro. How was your weekend?
Damn, bro. Well, man, I didn't really do much. Went out to dinner like on Saturday. Had some ramen, I think. And then I had breakfast the next morning for Easter. And that was pretty much it. I just kicked it at the crib all day.
You like ramen, right?
Yeah, I fuck with ramen.
I feel like you eat ramen out of all my friends the most.
Yeah, I could eat ramen like if.
And I think the only time that I've eaten ramen is with Monty.
Yeah.
I feel like I finally tried ramen. You could have never convinced me at one point. I know you always wanted to take me, but
Yeah.
I finally had it, and it's good. But to me, it's like sushi. It's not.
I'm always trying to like convince you guys like to try new things and
he
shit.
is.
Like I made him try some vegan burritos.
Trash.
Well, bro, we got to tell him the whole story and the reason why.
I don't know. Pretty much, my burrito tasted like spaghetti,
bro.
But
I wanted them to try.
How was your weekend, Zandre? Not trying to cut you off, but we need to get through the weekend thing or the week thing.
My weekend was cool. My weekend was mellow. I got a lot of love for the 714, but y'all were wilding this weekend. I went out. And yeah, bro, pretty much everyone was being bussy, scaring all the hoes away. You know what I mean? Like that shit was not cool at all, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
Where were you at?
I'm not gonna name a spot, but I went to a couple spots, and each spot there was someone scandalous as fuck.
Like scandalous, like what?
Like you scaring all the hoes away, bro.
Like tweaking or
like fighting and shit, and like just on some bad vibes and shit. Like for real, I was trying to fucking make my way to the bathroom and shit. And I'm like, excuse me. I said, excuse me to some dude, bro. And he's like, that's right. I'm like, what the fuck? I looked at him and I started laughing. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to be respectful and shit. And you're over here, you know, like, I don't like that shit. But
that's funny.
And that's funny, yeah. But yeah, they were wild. And must have been something in the water or something in the air this weekend. But nah, yeah, I got a lot of love for the 714. But that shit was wild. But other than that, it was cool. You know, I just kept mellow family time and shit. You know, happy Easter, everyone. If you guys are hearing this, we just had Easter, you know.
I was trying to find some fucking Easter bunny so we could wear the whole podcast, but I couldn't find them.
You fucking fumbled the bag for us, bro.
Well, I was like, I'm just gonna wait till the day after Easter where everything's fucking cheaper, but there was nothing at fucking Walmart. They were already like Walmart does not miss, bro. They fucking
they're already ready with the next holiday.
For real, bro.
What is the next holiday? Like 4th of July?
I don't know. They put a bunch of graduation shit out though. So people,
that's in June.
I feel like kids are about to graduate because it's a bunch of graduation shit.
Cinco
what?
What month are we in?
We're
in April.
4.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Weed, good shit.
Never mind.
Okay, what was good? What do we got this week? Laz.
Nah, let's see. What to me, I don't know why you threw that on me. I'm like, what? Nah, but what did you guys see that's interesting?
Kendrick Lamar's about to drop.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to start with music, but I got to announce it today. He just announced it today. It's all over my timeline.
Okay, so when do you have like exact date?
Yeah, it's May. Could be wrong. May 6th, May 5th, May 13th. I don't know. Throwing out dates, but it's somewhere in May. May 13th, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, that's I think what's it called, Mr. Moral and the Big Steppers, I think is the name of the album.
What are we expecting?
Well, honestly, I don't even want to have expectations for this.
That's I feel like the fairest.
That's the fairest, and like I like it because it's kind of short notice. It's not too far in advance, just enough for you to start wondering and getting curious, like, okay, what's about to come? Because like Kendrick hasn't dropped in 5 years. I think it's the anniversary today or yesterday where it's been 5 years since he last dropped. What was it? Damn
was his last project.
Yeah. So
you think Drake's gonna drop You think Drake's gonna drop an album the same day?
Nah,
probably not. But he'll probably drop something around like a little Lucy around the time. You know,
I feel like he wouldn't. I feel like he had his time. I don't think anyone interrupted it besides Kanye and shit. But I could be wrong. You know, I mean, you never know.
What if he does?
That'd be cool, but I don't think anyone's gonna be.
It's not gonna do better than
whenever
what
Drake.
he's doing.
Yeah, whenever Drake is gonna drop, like people are gonna listen, obviously. But Kendrick hasn't dropped in 5 years, and I'm like, and Kendrick, like, even on Damn, he felt like very inspiring. I know some people thought it was more like on the poppier side, and not like rap, but like
it was really good
because he experimented a little bit more. I don't know about you guys, but that's like my favorite Kendrick album.
Low key, it is too. I used to like the Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah,
that was my like album by him.
Yep.
And then when Damn came out, I didn't really like it at first, and then I just gave it more listens. And the more I listened to it, the more I fell in love with the album, and it got to a point where I could listen to the album without skipping it, singing it word by word.
And I fuck with it. I'm like, it grew on me too. I mean, the first time I listened, I picked out my set of songs that I liked, but as you get, sometimes you just play something and it stays on that shuffle and it just plays like that same album, and then you're just kind of like, oh shit, this song's tight. Oh, I keep skipping this one. Oh shit, I should have played this one. You know what I mean? It's just, it doesn't grasp your attention all at once sometimes, but I think we said the same thing about CLB. Like that shit's growing on me right now, and that shit dropped months ago. You know what I mean?
I feel like COB, it was hard for people to like it because Donda was dropping. So people didn't give it the attention. It was just like either you fuck with Kanye more or you fuck with Drake more at the time.
Well, it was like hyper focused on that.
But back to the Kendrick thing. Put it this way. I'm like a big Drake fan. If Kendrick put out an album and Drake put out like a little like 3-song EP, I feel like I would go and listen to the Kendrick album first because he hasn't put out music in
we've been waiting for a long time.
Yeah, so
I feel like it's going to be experimental.
I would kind of hope so, to be honest.
Yeah,
right. You kind of.
He's just evolved.
It's 5 years.
He's
it's 5 years. You haven't
artist.
dropped anything. You better come with something new or something like.
Yeah, and what's also interesting is that like it's his last album with TDE.
Yeah.
Because after this, he's launching his own collective, I believe. I think he already signed his first artist too.
Yeah, Baby Keem.
No, Baby Keem, and then there's someone else. Very, very like not. I hate saying underground, but I guess that's what the hip hop term is. But yeah, I seen his IG the other day. I forgot his name, to be honest, but he had like 4,000 followers on Instagram or something. And I feel like Kendrick's going like the different approach. Like he's not going through like the generic like come to this label and we'll form you and we'll put you under this person and like that type of shit. It's more like authentic. He's finding, an authentic artist who's not really in the music industry. It's just about the creative side of it, if that makes sense.
Okay.
2 things real quick. Every time, like, this is a little off topic, but not off topic. Every time that artist has like one more album drop with their like label, I always think of Frank Ocean when he hit fucking.
Yeah, but I don't see that happening with TD. I feel like
where you just did you hear about what Frank Ocean did?
No.
Oh, you tell him us.
So pretty much Frank Ocean had a contract with a label where he had a. Like you sign a deal and it's probably depending on the deal he signed, he probably signed a certain amount of albums
that you owe the label.
The label before you're off your contracts. People sign for 6 albums. People sign for 10 albums, 5 albums. He had 1 album left on his contract.
Oh, and he just like bullshitted it.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Right after that, he just dropped a fucking way better album.
Oh, okay.
Like literally,
I didn't know about the better
like
album,
independently. He dropped it independently off the hype of his last album. So he got the promotion from the label.
Okay,
and then everyone was hyper focused because like, oh, Frank Ocean just dropped, and then they were like,
smart.
And they were like, okay, but then he dropped the next day, independent, just collected.
So
nice.
People looked at it like you fucked the label because you had the album he gave the label was trash and it's Frank Ocean. A lot of people love Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
The album he dropped the next day under Apple. It was under Apple, right?
I don't. To be honest, I thought it was independent, but I could be wrong.
It was independent, but Apple gave him the bag to put it on Apple.
Yeah, I think it was like their exclusive drop, like how they did the Drake CLB.
Yeah, it was around that same time, but pretty much he gave Apple the better album the next day. But now I hear like a bunch of people on their last like part of the deal, and I'm like, bro, I feel like this is what people are gonna start.
They should do, but then there's also those stories that the labels get to decide whether your project's like an EP or if it's an album. And then if it's an EP, then in the contract it says
you
that
still
doesn't
owe
count.
Them.
Yeah, so they're very, very tricky about that shit, and a lot of artists get stuck in that loop. We're not ready for you yet. You can't drop. Like, sorry, you're still under us. Like, I'm sorry.
And then they don't count the EPs as albums and your mixtapes as albums. And
but they still profit off of them.
Yeah.
It's very tricky. That's why you have to really be aware of that. So, and that's like why people applaud Frank Ocean, because that's what the labels do. They just fuck you and shit.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
That was smart of him. I didn't know that he dropped his official independent album after. I only heard about, his last album was trash.
Right.
And that's the last I ever heard of Frank Ocean.
Yeah. And so that's why I'm saying like all this to say that I don't see Kendrick going out like that, because I feel like he's had a good, I don't know these people, to be honest, but I feel like they have a good relationship.
Yeah.
I just feel like at one point He's just too big to be under anybody.
No, for sure. And then my second point on that was like you were talking about how Kendrick started his own label and he's signing artists and shit and how he's doing it like different and organically.
Yeah.
I feel like if anyone, Kendrick should be able to do it best. Like you have TDE as a like role model or like a mold to use. Like TDE signed a bunch of different artists that just gelled good together, and not this in a sense that these artists are gonna like be a group or anything. They're collective. And TDE, bro, TDE is Schoolboy Q. It's Kendrick Lamar. It's a bunch of J-Rock. It's a bunch of different artists that are huge. So if anyone could start a label and make it succeed, it's definitely Kendrick. He's been there and he's seen it been done before. So
yeah,
I feel like at first I wasn't like the biggest Kendrick fan, but he's grown on me a lot, and I feel like the whole label shift will go very like well for him.
Yeah, so applaud Kendrick Lamar. That shit's gonna be dope. I'm very excited, and I wonder what's gonna come. Hopefully it's some fucking fire shit, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I expect nothing less. You know, King Kenny.
Yep.
Top of the morning.
I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed if he does that shit on this, bro.
It's 12 top of the morning.
Wow, then, bro. Shit. All right, what else we got, bro?
Shit. I seen. Did you guys see how Jack Dorsey's first tweet on sold as an NFT?
Oh, the NFT thing. Oh,
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we could talk. Monty, did you see that?
I didn't see that.
Okay, so do you guys remember when NFTs were first booming and like Jack Dorsey listed his first tweet ever as an NFT? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that, but I can see that happening.
Okay, so do you
know who
Jack Dorsey?
Tell people who Jack Dorsey is.
Jack Dorsey is a person who created Twitter. So he created Twitter, and his first tweet ever, he listed it as an NFT. I think it sold for, if I'm not wrong, $43 million. Is that wrong?
Damn, $43 million.
Is that an overshoot?
I saw two numbers. I saw 20, the number you said, and then I saw 280 at auction for it.
Okay, wait. So, I think it was $43 million initially that it got sold for. Someone could check me, but it's definitely $1 million.
I think what happened, it was at auction and it started at 43 million.
No, wait. No, it initially got sold. He sold the tweet got sold. The first tweet, it got sold. Like someone bought it.
Okay. At
$43 million. Okay. When the person went to relist it, the highest bid he got, it was $280. And it did
$280?
$280, not $280,000, $280.
Oh.
And then after that, it did go up a little to like 4,000. But that's what it's last been at.
So he played himself pretty much.
So how many? Okay, for the first time listeners, no, maybe for the first time listeners, people who haven't heard old episodes, we kind of touched on this before, but it's kind of like what Gary Vee was saying, like 99% NFTs are going to go down to zero because they have no real utility behind it.
Yeah, and not just that. So the guy who bought it for what, $43 million?
Yeah.
So if he sold it for low, like that low, he can technically report it like that he sold as a loss.
Yeah.
So it saves them on like taxes and stuff.
I mean, that saves them on taxes, but he still lost that much money though.
Yeah,
but I know what you mean.
Loss. Yeah. But I mean, who knows? Maybe he's just balling like that.
Yeah. So I thought that was wild. We always say Dior, do your own research. But yeah, I feel, and I agree with like the whole NFT space right now is like a lot of shit gets popped up. You want to catch like a whitelist and you want to be there early and make the flip. But the reality is that's only so many, like only a handful of people that catch the flip.
Yeah.
Anyone else who's buying that shit is for real.
Yeah,
like if you don't have something with real utility to provide something in this,
you're going to be stuck with nothing but like just a file.
The hype.
Like a JPEG. Yeah, exactly.
Just the hype.
Your favorite artist is NFT? It's a scam.
Yeah.
6ix9ine.
You know what I feel like isn't a scam though? Like I think now I don't believe the real numbers, but I know Tory Lanez he sold like an album off as an NFT.
That's different.
He made it,
but that's an NFT.
I get something.
But exactly,
you
so
get
that's what I mean.
No one else gets it.
That has real utility to it because you're buying the products. You're not just buying like
I actually bought that. I have
Yeah.
the NFT album.
Yeah, you wouldn't just buy like the cover and then.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Damn, we gotta throw that on when we have a little break and shit. But
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah, so that's kind of the Jack Dorsey thing. That's kind of like what happened. You know
This is
what I mean?
Tyler the Creator. I don't want a fucking monkey wearing Supreme.
Did he say that?
He's like the whole like he was talking about the NFTs and the whole like he's like literally it's monkeys wearing a Supreme shirt and people are buying it for like millions of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, some people can see right through it. Some people think they can make money. I've told you guys before on this podcast that Van Baller has been like, hey, we'll give you this. You just act like you bought it. You know, now people think like
Now
people are
other
buying
people
it.
will buy it. Exactly.
Yeah, which is smart on
It's
their
just
part,
hype.
you know what I mean? But it's just hype at the end of the day. I don't know. You see all the celebrities with their fucking Twitter aviators as
The Bored
fucking
Apes.
monkeys. You don't know how many of them
What
really
type
bought
of
that
NFT
shit.
would you be interested in?
Something with real utility, bro. Anything that you can make money off, yeah, it's cool, bro. But I need something with utility. I'd buy an album.
Yeah.
I would buy a Tory Lanez album.
The only NFT I have is that Tory Lanez album.
There you go.
I don't really try to flip NFTs or anything.
How do you listen to the album?
You log into what is it? I think it's OpenSea.
OpenSea or So Rare, one of those.
Yeah, I think actually it's Soul Rare. It's like it's on my Soul Rare because
Okay.
it's on OpenSea if you're like selling it.
Yeah.
So it's still on my Soul
Oh,
Rare
okay, yeah,
account.
Can you listen to this on your phone and shit?
Yeah, I could pull it up.
You have to go on the internet?
Yeah, but my phone has internet.
No, I know, but like I guess it makes sense.
I mean, you have to go on
It's
the
an
internet when you play
NFT,
music.
so you can't access it when
like if you can download it. I don't know. I never tried downloading it
Okay,
and actually
so-
storing it, but
So that's crazy. Don't play yourselves out there, kids. Do your own research and
do
be
your
careful.
own research.
I know it's easy to get caught in the hype. You know, it's nature. That's part of our biology, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
real quick, I know
So-
I talked about like getting my shot, my vaccine and shit. Did you guys
you
see how?
alright, bro?
No, I'm good.
Sure, you dying on us?
No. Did you guys see how the FDA is trying to like, or they authorized a new like COVID-19 breathalyzer?
I did see that, but I didn't really read into it. Can you enlighten us?
So pretty much it's like it's like the alcohol one. Like
Yeah.
if you breathe into it, it'll tell you if you have COVID or not. Which to me is way better than getting a fucking
COVID
something
test?
shit stuffed way up your nose and
Shit,
makes you
yeah,
tear up
like
and
a
shit.
That shit's
Swab.
picking at your brain.
For
Yeah.
real.
It literally feels
I'm like, I don't want to cry, but a tear comes out. I'm like, damn, bro, this shit's uncomfortable as fuck.
nah, I'll shed a tear, bro. That shit
Yeah.
sucks.
Some people say you're implanting it. Like when you're taking the test, you're just planting it in
Oh
yourself.
Hey, cue up the Twilight Zone.
Monty is Mr. Conspiracy Theorist. Actually, speaking about conspiracy theories,
What's up?
did you guys see the fucking Brooklyn subway shooting?
Brooklyn?
Ooh.
Nah, I didn't see it.
So supposedly, I said conspiracy because a lot of people are like, what a coincidence. So supposedly this, not supposedly because it happened, supposedly. I see a lot of people that are like, oh, it's not even real. Like, I live in Brooklyn and like
Nothing happened.
nothing happened. But a mass shooting at the subway in Brooklyn
occurred.
And I'm sure Zandra is more informed on this than I am.
Okay, so the reason people are skeptical. Well, actually, let's go over like the beginning. So, there was a shooter inside the subway. He was in a car. Apparently, he released smoke bombs and started shooting. Started shooting people. There was like a report, I guess, that some lady pulled up next to him, and he's like, "Hey, don't stay here." You know, like I guess he was being courteous. I guess I don't know if she was pregnant. Something. I read something along those lines. Anyways, he releases smoke
What
bombs.
a hero this guy.
What a hero. What a
What a
generous guy.
nice-
He releases smoke bombs. He starts shooting into the crowd. And apparently, the only reason he stopped shooting into the crowd is because he's gun jammed. If not, I believe he would have took. He didn't take any lives, but he did wound like 10 people, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, the reason people are skeptical about this is because there's a lot of like gun reform happening, and there's like a new mayor in New York City, and
So they're trying to put like gun laws or bring it more to light so they can. You think it's like a political
dude,
thing?
I don't know exactly what's happening, but
Dun, dun.
Fuck. Yeah, I could hit the Law and Order thing right now. No, but that's why New York City people. What do you call them? People that live in New York City.
New Yorkers.
They're very skeptical about this because apparently there's like cops in like all the subways and like there's supposed to be a certain amount of cops, but then again the guy walked out like nothing.
Fucking smoke bombs. That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's
so they're saying it was planted.
And he's been like on Facebook for like months talking about like certain topics and like Asian hate and shit like that.
Yeah, and my boy gets his shit taken down on fucking Twitter like every other week.
Yeah, I got taken down on Twitter for like, I think I dissed the guy who fucking told me like that's right in the bathroom or something. It was something stupid, but I got pulled off of Twitter. And I'd be watching dudes getting knocked out. There's like fucking titties all over my timeline and shit. My people that follow their likes and shit, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's all a bunch of like New York City shit going on. Not New York City shit, but people are skeptical.
Supposedly there's this video on YouTube that breaks it down. Like this is like, I guess, on conspiracy, because I know Monty's like salivating right now, but it's all conspiracy thought. So the reason why people think it's like what a coincidence is because this guy dropped keys. Supposedly he had like a bunch of hints where he got caught and like,
well, he called the cops on himself. He called the crime busters on himself.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't really understand it. I mean, they're crediting it to mental health and all that, which I do believe in, but I don't know what. When there's just so much shit going on that you can kind of grasp it, but then again, the more you know, the less you know. That's kind of, I feel like, what this is right now.
Okay. Well, I didn't hear about that, but I mean, I guess I'd have to see to give it my point of view.
Well, it's still kind of developing. I know he just filmed himself in like maybe 2-3 days ago, so we're going to see what happens with that.
All right.
But yeah, that's what people are saying right now, and we'll see what happens.
Supposedly they caught him because of his credit card and shit.
Bro, he was going around like nothing happened, just going on with his day.
Yeah, so like,
there's some crazy motherfuckers out there.
I don't know. What if it's like, I guess, diving into like the conspiracy shit? Like, what if it is a big political move and like you said, they're just trying to get gun regulation, so they just got this because I saw the picture of the guy and the guy looks like a regular ass dude. Like,
yeah.
It looks like, all right,
I think he's like 50 something.
Yeah, we'll just use this guy. We'll give him like a little deal where he goes to jail for like a year or two. And he looks like a regular ass guy. Even if they let him out the next day after he gets convicted, no one's going to know that he was the shooter.
He's a fucking pawn.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, people weren't killed. They were just injured.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. What a coincidence. You went and tried to like kill everyone. No one died.
And then there's no cops at that place either, and there usually is.
And I've been watching like little clips of people living in New York. It's like, how is there no cops? I can't even jump the little gate without like a cop getting on my ass. Like,
I believe our government is crazy enough to like pull some shit like that. Like,
oh yeah,
that doesn't seem too far away from me. Like from
Yeah, I mean, there's a big line of history of shit that they've done in order to get something out of it.
Yeah, guys, that LSD podcast, we're gonna have to shut that thing down.
Anyways, before YouTube pulls us off, I mean that's been confirmed. We don't have to go conspiracy pot on these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But I guess sticking to the government. Did you guys see the Supreme Court is allowing people to sue the cops for false charges?
Sheesh.
How?
What do you mean how? Motherfuckers
like
get pulled over and get drugs planted on them.
Okay, for shit like that. Okay.
I seen videos of like
countless
cops like causing accidents and they pull someone over to like blame it on, and there's like videos on it.
Just to reach like a quota? You think that's how it works?
I don't think for that specific reason, but there's definitely a quota because those motherfuckers be active towards the end of the month.
There'd be a quota, but at the end of the day, bro, those people are just like me and you.
Yeah,
they just have a uniform and a badge.
They got a job.
Like how many people like have you ever worked with and you're like, oh, that guy's a piece of shit, like, or like not even work with, but just people that you know, and you're like, oh, that guy's not really a good person. Yeah. Now you just put that guy in the right uniform with the right badge, give him a gun, a taser, and 6 months of training, and out you go. Go get him, Tiger.
Anyone can be a cop.
There's people like that, like in the world. Just like there's good people, there's bad people and shit. and like there's cops who just I don't know. There's just
So now you're allowed to press charges,
right.
Yeah.
If they
But
do something like to
they-
incriminate you falsely,
So
falsely
you
incriminate
weren't able to before, or
No.
people are starting to just like
People get
Do
false
it.
charges all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
no, but are they?
I saw you jaywalk. I didn't jaywalk. I saw you do it. Like,
Yeah.
people do, bro, all this, like, shit. Like, oh, you refuse arrest, but you're really just trying to fucking wrestle me to the ground and
for no reason.
for no reason. That's a false charge.
Yeah,
You
okay.
refused arrest.
Yeah, and a lot of people.
So people weren't doing that before.
You
like,
couldn't
you
because
weren't-
whatever the cop said was what.
was what went down.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
bro. The
because-
cops kill people and then they get off of it, or like they're like, "Oh, then you're not guilty."
the
law. Not guilty. You know what I mean? We've seen it countless times. You know what I mean? And then guess what happens to like the family? Like, oh well, sorry. You know,
Sweep them under the rug, like
sweep
with
them under the
rest of
rug
them.
next. You know.
Mhm.
But yeah, and I don't, and like I always tell you guys, I hate generalizing, but like that's why I said like there's good people and there's bad people like all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it
Good
can be
cops,
a cop.
bad cops.
hmm I've had some pretty chill cops, and I've came across some pretty bad cops too.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Cops make me nervous.
Yeah,
That's the thing. If you think about it, like cops aren't supposed
And
to.
they
They're
shouldn't be.
there for like to protect you. They're here to keep order. Like, how come when you see a cop, you get like nervous? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
or like, oh shit, like.
yeah, you're like, oh,
Honestly,
play
I,
cool,
could,
play
I
cool.
could be sober as fuck. And
Me
if
too. I
if
can
a
have
cop,
nothing. Like
If
no
a
drugs
cop
in the
pulls
car.
me over,
I'm just like, oh, fuck.
I'm gonna be shaking and I'm gonna hand him over my shit, and he's gonna think there's something wrong with me. What's wrong? Oh, nothing, sir. It's just you.
I think Laz was with me the last time I got pulled over,
Yeah, that shit was sketch.
and I had like my backpack like in between my lap.
This motherfucker obviously doesn't pay attention to the news because the cop said, put your hands on the fucking wheel and don't move. This motherfucker was hiding the bong, spraying everything. I'm like, bro, you're going to get us all shot right now.
Yeah.
Like, everything was already hidden, but he wanted to hit it better. Hide it better.
Hide it better.
And I was like, bro, like, he's already going to the car to give you a ticket. Like,
Yeah.
then
like,
the guy
so-
came back and he didn't do shit. But I was
Nah.
like, stop moving, bro. You're going to get us all killed.
Nah. And he's like, why you got your back in between your legs? And I'm like, bruh. And like I was just showing Laz some music and shit on my laptop. So I was like, bro, I was just showing him some music right now. And he's like, all right. And he was cool about it.
Call
but,
Laz over there in the passenger seat with his hands up the whole time.
but that could have gone like drastically different.
No,
You know what
I've just had really bad like cop like experiences. So
Yeah.
I'm like always like do
on
what he
edge
says.
about it.
Do what
No,
he
well,
says.
I remember growing up, because growing up, my parents didn't have licenses, right? So
Right.
we would be in the car, and then when there would be a cop, they'd be like, "Oh, don't move! There's a cop behind us," and we'd be like, "Oh shit!" Remember that?
They just pass that trauma over to you for
Yeah,
no
so
reason.
now when we
Like
see a
I'm from
cop-
here, I'm good.
Yeah. Now when we see a cop, now it's kind of like, "Oh shit!" But
The fact that parents feel like, or Mexicans with no like that are illegal here, they feel like they can't talk to the police because they're gonna get deported by just talking to the police is like the craziest thing, bro. It's like,
well,
Yeah.
not in Arizona. In Arizona, a cop can deport you.
no, I know, I heard
I
about
didn't know-
that.
I
That's
didn't know about
crazy.
That's fucked up.
A cop could pull you over if he thinks you're illegal in Arizona.
But if I got papers, you can't deport me.
No,
No, of course.
but he
not.
could just still pull you over if he thinks you're illegal.
That's crazy.
But there's a lot of like, immigrants in Arizona
Right,
as
it
well,
makes
right?
sense, it
So if
makes
they
sense.
pull, your
Yeah,
mom
but
could
they
be,
don't do that here, bro.
well, I've
No,
gone
not
pulled-
here.
Well, I've gotten pulled over by Border Patrol before, like
What?
What the fuck?
coming,
I would-
coming back
Like,
from
We
who
got
the
him.
fuck are
We
you
got him.
guys
The guy
to
with the
pull me
bricks.
over?
We got him.
Nah, I was coming back from San Diego, somewhere down south, right there,
Yeah.
back down there. Yeah, and I got pulled over by Border Patrol and shit. Like, what's up? I'm like, oh, what's good? You know.
They're
But
like,
nah-
who else is in here?
yeah, nah, but it's all good. Nothing happened, but they're just. I guess they were just curious. But that shit could happen to anybody. This is what I'm trying to say.
I've
Yeah.
never even thought that a fucking border patrol could even pull me over.
Yeah. Well, I think that's because we're close
Well,
to the border
I
down
don't think
here
they
too.
can. Well, I don't think they have like the authority to.
Yeah.
This will probably, I don't know.
Get the fuck up out of here. What else we
He's
got,
like,
baby?
put your hands
Let's
on the
fucking
put
go.
your hands on the hood. Twerk. I don't think a fucking border patrol could pull you over, my guy.
My God, I'm telling you, I got pulled over. I had Chris Don in the passenger seat.
That fool put on the thong song and you guys started twerking there.
Nah. The boy Chris Don could vouch for me. He was in the passenger seat. It was all good.
All right.
The border patrol. Yeah, I wasn't doing nothing wrong, bro. I was just getting back home and shit.
That's
so.
crazy. I never fucking heard of that.
But let it be someone else with like kids or people in the back and they're fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah, I mean,
It's sad.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like It's crazy, a bunch of crazy things. We're talking about officers in New Jersey. They're allowing like officers to be able to smoke weed when you're off duty now. I guess they weren't able to. Cops weren't able to, but now you're able to.
That's cool.
Right? Like,
I don't think there's anything wrong with smoking weed responsibly.
Okay, just because as fucking paranoid as we are, imagine them, bro. Like, I could go up to this car and this motherfucker could hate cops and I'm about to get my head blown just because he's scared that he doesn't want to go home to jail for a fucking joint because he's on parole.
Right. That's I agree. There's three sides to every story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, that's one that obviously I'm not a cop, you're not a cop. We can never be in that position.
What do you think is more scarier?
Definitely being a cop, I think.
Yeah, that's just scary, bro.
Because you never know what's around the corner.
Yeah,
bro.
your life is on the line.
Yeah.
You don't know where you're pulling up to, you know, whose crib you're showing up to or anything like that.
Like, you know, it's crazy because I like to put myself in the opposite position. Like, I've been pulled over when like my car's full of like smoke. I got homies in the whip. My eyes are shot, you know, I got to play it cool, you know. I've gotten pulled over with the PYT in the passenger seat, bro. And me trying to play it cool and me having like blood on my shirt and shit. And like, you know, it's gone many different ways, you know what I mean? And like,
yeah.
I try to put myself in that position, like, okay, I'm not trying to do this guy no harm, right? But let's say I'm someone else, and now I'm the cop, right? And this guy got black tint on the whip, windows are cracked a little bit, there's smoke coming out. I don't know who the fuck is in there. I don't know what else drugs they're fucking doing. Like, I can get fucking blasted right now and not make it home to my wife and kids and shit. Yeah. So I try to think about it like that because I've grown up with like someone who became a cop, you know, and it's a good person, bro. Like, I hug him and shit. Like, I got love, you know what I mean? Like, I've known him all my life pretty much. And, like, I can kind of relate, like, bro, you're a good person, you know what I mean? Like, I hope you make it back home every day, you know, every time that you go out and shit. But
that shit's mad scary, bro. Yeah. I think that's, like, one of the scariest job out there. I'd rather be a UFC fighter than a cop. I'd rather get punched in the face than be a cop.
Yeah, because at least you know what you're getting
What's
into.
coming in. Yeah, bro. Like, on a cop, on, like, I cut hair for a living, and I like cut cops' hair and shit. And on any given day, they could see a dead body.
Yeah,
it's crazy, bro. Like the trauma that comes with this job. This is why I feel like the fact that they're allowing them to smoke weed is like it's a good thing because, bro, the trauma, the stress, the fucking everything that comes with all that, bro.
It'll help them just chill out, relax, or who knows,
like you got to think about it. Like these cops, a lot of them aren't getting called into the good neighborhoods, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of them are getting called
most of the calls are from,
They're in
not all of them, but a majority is probably from like, not a good neighborhood. Yeah.
And they're seeing how these like kids and like grow up and like how like the neighborhood they might live in is like a lot different than the neighborhood. Like a lot of that shit could weigh on people. And I've definitely like the high school that we went to at Capo, that shit had a cop at it, and that was the fucking coolest cop ever, bro. Everyone fucking loved him. And he wasn't like, I'm gonna lay the law down, because I feel like he knew what was up. You know, like these kids are fucking in high school and they're not like fucking. Yeah. They're gonna fuck up.
He's probably just there like in case, you know, all hell broke loose.
Yeah, someone.
You know,
which was crazy.
Shooter or an outsider coming in with the gun or whatever. We got like a deputy on campus.
Yeah. Did your school have a cop?
They were patrol, but like every now and then we had like the school cop that you call in if someone's acting up and shit like that, or there's like gang activity.
Like there was a cop on campus at all times.
Not at all times, but it was always the same one. Like, let me call, and I'm not gonna say the name, but let me call this person and they'll come, you know, whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, it's usually when like people get in trouble for like fighting and shit like that, like gang activity, you know, weapons, shit like that.
Yeah. We had a cop, you know, like on duty, you know, all day, you know, morning.
Like every time you went to lunch, every time you went to break, that motherfucker was just posted right there.
Yeah, and what's dope about this whole thing is that like it's just another one added to the list. You know what I mean? Like it's getting more common. Like I'm losing track of like the states that are legalizing marijuana.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's dope. Especially after like, what was it? The Ronald Reagan era, I think, was when they first like criminalized marijuana and made it like that was kind of like their drug that they were like promoting as like, you're gonna smoke this or you're gonna go crazy on TV and shit, and like you're gonna beat your wife, and like I don't know if you guys remember like those black and gray commercials and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like all those people, like all our grandparents, like.
Did you guys ever watch Pineapple Express?
Yeah.
The very
The beginning,
first clip of
the
it
intro?
is that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the guy smoking weed and they're like, oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, and that's what we talk about, propaganda and shit like that. That's what like all the people who came before us were put on, you know?
Yeah.
And very like, some experimented for themselves, right? But there's also a big group that kind of like frown upon it and like, you know, like if you smoke weed, you're like a bad person. Like they just associate it to like in a negative connotation. You know what I mean?
Real quick, if you've never smoked weed, I promise you, I've never smoked weed and said, I'm going to go beat my wife.
Yeah.
Like, that's
but
definitely
you know what? You know what?
not
Actually,
what
I
that
don't,
does.
like, nah, actually, I don't want to beat my wife. I'm tripping.
So I really wanted to beat my wife until I smoked this shit.
But I really don't
Actually,
anymore.
I'm tripping. Yeah, actually, I'm tripping. I gotta chill. I was tripping back then.
Nah, bro, that's crazy.
No.
The fact that they really made people think that.
Yeah.
And people believed it, bro. People wouldn't.
Like
No,
my parents thought it was like
the worst
like
thing
cocaine. Like I was gonna go
Right.
crazy and
Right.
start
Like-
killing people and
Right.
you know.
No.
Even cocaine don't be doing that
Yeah,
shit.
I know.
mean, yeah, but around the
I was just
depending
trying to,
on the environment.
You know,
but
she thought it makes you crazy, makes you all like alert. And
Well, that's
shit,
what
but-
that's a propaganda. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't blame anyone because in reality they probably don't know better. You know what I mean? Like that's just what you've been indoctrinated and like that's what you really believe at this point. You know what I mean? But hopefully, you know, as time progresses, people will be more open minded to this whole situation and it could be more welcomed, you know what I mean, into like traditional, like people get drunk and drive home, like the regular fucking Bob and Bill and Joe, John, they all fucking go home to their wives drunk as fuck, you know.
Even cops drink alcohol.
Let's go slam one down and
bro,
you know?
cops be going like, I hate how cops. Maybe this is just a movie thing, but
Yeah.
in the movie, the cops are always at the fucking bar drinking and shit, and they just drive off.
Yeah.
Why those motherfuckers always giving people DUIs and always at the bars and driving off and shit?
Yeah, so you get the point, you know what I mean? And like people, yeah, like we gladly welcome like alcohol and shit. We're like, yeah, for sure, slam them down. And then we're hungover, like nasty shit, you know, throwing up. But like smoke a little marijuana and you're the bad person. So like hopefully this is like just another, you know, step towards progress and shit.
Yeah.
There's definitely some
It
people
is.
out there that drink alcohol and go, I'm gonna go beat my wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
way
yeah.
more likely with alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the fact that something like that is legalized and the fact that something that makes you want to just, it doesn't make you just want to lay down and sit and chill, but because some people, it just depends on what
Depends
you
who
smoke
you
and
are
shit.
and
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
you know.
It could make you a very productive person.
Yeah, people use it for different things.
Yeah.
And I think that like you had to become like a fucking marijuana scientist at that point, because I've definitely had weed where I'm like, I'm gonna smoke and do something and it makes me not want to do it. And I've had weed where I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I did the task and it was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be, and it took me
Yeah.
less time than I thought it was gonna do, and it was less
Yeah.
stressful than I thought it was gonna be, and it was just because I feel like the weed helped.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, I mean, that's why there's like sativa indica,
Yeah.
hybrid
Yeah.
and shit. Just because there's different occasions and different things you could use them for. But yeah, you're right. Sometimes when you pick up off the street, you just like, oh, let me see what this one gets me. But it's always an experience and it's a good one.
So we don't pick up the street
Nah,
no more.
come on. Quit
No more.
bugging. Sometimes I still do, but
I just
anyway.
don't know people like that no more.
Yeah, no, but yeah. So I mean, round of applause for the marijuana. You know, what I mean, you know, we might light one up a little bit later. You know, clue bomb for them too.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people tell me they find our like marijuana stories funny, but I feel like you have the funniest like you're always doing something stupid when you're high, so maybe the weed
Yeah.
is not a good idea.
No, but I've had some great times, man. I met some good people. You know, what I mean, good
I remember
connections.
I gave Monty an edible one time when he went to Mexico, and he's never had an edible since.
Nah, but
Nah,
but
Nah,
honestly.
bro, I fucking hate edibles.
But you know what? It's not for everyone, to be honest. Because I got friends who smoke that shit, and every time they smoke it, they really don't know how to act. Some of them are traumatized and they'll never smoke again and shit. But yeah, so it's not for everyone. But the people who enjoy it,
I've
welcome.
never understood
Come
that.
on.
I never understood
just-
when people like freak out when they're high. I'm like, bro, how could you
I
freak out?
I get it, like, cause it's like overthinking. I've overthinked stuff before, like while being high, you know, and I feel like everyone has been through that. But eventually, you know, you realize that, like, oh, well, look, they're just thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna just watch this movie, or I'm gonna just do this task, focus on this, and you know what I'm saying? Now you're not overthinking about.
What was
Well, the way I've always thought about it is that when people trip out, it's because their ego is losing control.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
your ego's there to protect
Losing
you.
control.
So your ego's there to protect you from everything. So once you start feeling like, wait, what's happening? I'm not in control of this. You kind of panic, but the key thing to always remember is that to be honest, you're just faded, and you'll be right back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn.
Just enjoy the trip, I guess.
What's the longest you've ever been high? I'll tell you guys. One time I got really high, bro, and I was high like
we talk?
the whole day one day, and then woke up the next day and I was high for half the day, and I literally cried. I was like, bro, I think my parents were right. Me voy a atorar. Like, I was like, bro, I'm never gonna get on high.
Oh my god!
That's
That was like one of the
feeling.
first times that I got high,
That's
and
so
I guess
bad.
I just like it was an edible, bro.
Yeah.
I got so high. I was high for
edibles are different.
a whole day and a half, and I was like, bro, like everyone that told me that I'm just gonna get stuck like that one day was right. Like, I was like, fuck that.
That's what happened to me as well. The longest time that I have ever been high was when I first did the edible. I did this like chocolate bar, and you're supposed to just do like squares, but me and my homie just split it in half and ate it, like not knowing. And we were like at an ROP class with another homie of us. His mom ended up picking us up, and like I had to throw up so bad. Every time I eat an edible, I have to throw up, which is why I fucking hate edibles.
You might just eat too much of one.
No, but even that little candy that you gave me for Mexico, I was throwing up. I just don't do edibles. But the little, kind of fucked up story, I threw up all over my friend's mom's whip. Well, not all over it. No. I got to rephrase that because it was gross. I had to throw up, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be a bust. I literally went like this, took one for the team, threw up in my shirt, but like some of it fucking
He said, took
went
one
out.
for the team, bro. You better have taken that for yourself. your mom's gonna have to pay for a fresh detail.
The thing is, I got home. Nobody was home. I went in the shower with my shirt, everything. No, I took my shirt off. I threw it in the dumpster. I went in the shower with my pants because it was just, I passed out at 6, woke up at 6 the next day, went to school. My eyes were still red as fuck. I saw my other homie that was like, also, that did the edible with me. And I was just like, bro, I'm sorry, bro.
Cool. I've been high forever, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So are we gonna bring up the fact that dude got his chip implanted? Do you guys see that?
Yeah, the guy that implanted the chips so he could pay and shit like a fucking
Like do Apple Pay on
through his hand.
All
Would
right.
you guys get that done?
No, because I have that shit on like my watch already. I have like
You don't have to get it implanted.
But I guess it's a safer way. No one's gonna be able to get it now.
That's true. No one can steal your information that way.
Right.
The thing is, if you would have to still carry your card because not everywhere, accepts that like tap to pay feature. You know what I mean? Right. But I guess
that's very true.
I guess it's convenient though, because when he has to pay, he just goes, oh.
And it's very inconvenient when places don't offer that feature.
Yeah. So I can see it happening and being a thing, but right now, like not everywhere offers it. So maybe it's still a little too early for that.
Do you think we're pushing it? Do you think we're trying to like advance the human body and shit too fast?
Definitely.
Because that's a little crazy, right? Don't you think? Like,
okay, but is it us or is it AI?
It's definitely us because we're creating it.
We're creating.
I mean, but think about it, because I think the advancement of AI, it's in one way or another, it's incorporated to us being consumers.
Bro, at this point, a computer is smarter than you and I. The fucking world is fucked.
No, right? Because we always want the freshest technology. Every fucking year, we're lined up at Apple for the new iPhone because it's got the new whatever chip, and then it's got this, and it's got that. It's got the new camera. And I can look at the moon and shit. And that's just one example. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's directly tied into our consumerism. And
and we fall for it every time. And then
wait,
the next
you could look at the moon with your iPhone?
It's an example, but you can kind of, but the Google Pixel one, which is I guess you can put that in there with Apple. Okay. They can definitely do that.
Is that a feature I don't know of?
But that's also considered like AI, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it definitely is. It remembers, your data. It understands your...
That shit knows where I'm going when I get
patterns.
in my car.
Exactly.
Yeah. It knows how long I'm somewhere.
It knows everything.
I don't know. The fact that color television took a lot of years to come before... that shit took years and years before we got some color on TV.
You know what's funny?
Now this shit is just happening. I've been alive for 26 years.
A lot of technology has gone by. I think we've advanced so much. That's what they say. We've advanced so much within these like 30 years.
Yeah.
You know, versus the hundreds of thousands of years.
That's what I was about to say. Like in my 26 years of living, I feel like society, maybe it's just because it's how I see it in my point of view, but society has grown the fastest that it's ever grown in my 26 years of life.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
We went from a fucking brick phone to like a touchscreen thing on our that could do like anything and everything a computer could do.
That's AI. Like that's the evolution of the AI species. You know,
who made
it started off as a chip.
Why are we making it?
For our convenience.
Exactly.
Right.
But I don't really. I mean, the phone I get.
You know what?
Like, implanted something.
Because when you think about AI and something taking over us, you think about a robot coming through that door and just being like.
But it's not a robot.
It's not a robot. Okay. I saw this video over the weekend of Elon Musk explaining that AI is pretty much us and like how we build an app. Like when we got to build, he's like when we got to build a highway, we got to pave the way, you know. And unfortunately, sometimes there's anthills like in the way, and you know, and ant colonies that we have to move out the way and destroy in order for us to plant this highway. And it's no hard feeling to the ants. It's not like I ever want to wake up one day I'm like I'm gonna kill ants. You know, it's just there in our way. Process. And he's like that's what AI is gonna do with us. It's like it's no hard feelings, but goodbye ants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it has no like connection with us. It doesn't have feelings, so
right.
It'd be easy for it to just wipe us out.
Right. And that's why Elon Musk...
he's scared of AI.
Yeah, he's
not for it. He's saying that we shouldn't push the button.
Yeah, because and that's why he's making Neuralink, and he wants to make like a human to bot symbiote, and like where you're like correlated to a robot.
I just seen... He said that you could download your fucking brain and memories into a robot.
Altered Carbon, the movie I told you guys about.
Into a robot.
It's that same concept.
So I know that we've spoken about like your fucking face and shit, but now you could put your brain, you could download your brain into
your memories.
I'm not sure if it's now, but definitely in the near future.
It's coming.
He sees it, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, it's coming soon.
The interesting thing about that is that that's just like going to be an extension of you. I wonder if they could, if just because they download your brain matter, not your brain matter, but your memories and shit like that, right? I wonder if your soul is directly in your brain.
No.
Like,
because your memory is like.
I think your brain might just be like data.
So where's the soul?
The soul is fourth dimensional. Like I don't think you can compute the soul.
Right.
You know.
I think that's what Mike Tyson said. He's like, you won't even fucking grasp the idea of your soul. You know, you can't grasp it. You know what I mean? So, we were talking about it before the pod. And we're like, yeah, but we could go in. But yeah, that was interesting. I don't want to go off on a tangent and like derail this conversation somewhere else. But what do you think, Laz? Are you getting that chip inside of you or what?
Fuck no.
Yeah, like I said, I got my Apple Watch already. I could just
it'd probably be the smartest thing since I'm always losing my debit card and shit. But fuck no, bro. Imagine one day it's just like a special button they push and it just starts taking control of you and shit.
The thing I think about sometimes when I'm driving, I'm like, fuck, I gotta look something up and I gotta be like on my phone and shit. I'm like, what if like in the future you got like...
You just got the Neuralink.
Yeah, and it's just like looking shit up.
Make it happen.
Nah, like, you know how the Tony Stark has like his like thing right here?
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of how I envision it.
See, but why do you have to go there? To me, it's like, instead of doing all that, why don't you just have a car that drives itself that you could do whatever the fuck you want?
Don't you understand?
Why try to advance yourself? You are who you are.
What if you're not in the car and you're just walking down the street and you don't... They're pretty much... what Elon wants to do is...
Imagine motherfuckers are lost on your phone. Like I could have I'm not saying specifically you, but if you were someone else, there's people that I could have a whole conversation with you and you're gonna be on your phone.
No, but
I could be on my phone the whole time. Yeah. Watching a YouTube video.
Imagine that shit's right here in your face, and that's even more disrespectful. I just had a whole fucking conversation with you, and you're
I'm
like
looking at fucking
YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And shit. Like,
all right, but have you guys ever tried to do two things at the same time?
Multitask.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to do sometimes.
Well, what if it made it not hard?
I don't know. What if it made it not?
Exactly.
What if we can't do it still?
What if
they say humans can't multitask?
Well,
what if that fucks us up?
Well, that shit's supposed to let us communicate without talking. So I think for us to put such a small limit on it,
it'll make things
kind of
easier.
ignorant.
So to access,
you're being ignorant.
To access my phone right now, to go on Instagram, I have to physically put my phone in my hand.
Let it read your face
and go on it, and tell it what to do with my fingers.
Right.
So he's like,
by the way, I can't believe we let Apple get away with that. Like, just get our whole face. Like, they have our whole identity.
Yeah, they got us now, bro.
Yeah, and they have the microphones on and everything.
It's too much leverage, to be honest.
Yeah,
they gave us a second brain for us to use. A different brain with all the information in the world at the palm of our hands. Like, why would we not trade that?
They know us more probably than we know ourselves.
Yeah.
Like some of us more,
Yeah.
Because there are people out there that are like hella in tune with themselves, but
right.
There's a lot of, they know a lot about us.
Yeah, they know your search, how long you look something up, what part of the house you're in when you look it up. Shit, it goes very, very deep.
Bro, yeah, my phone's kind of creepy. I could have like a fucking conversation with you guys, and
Siri
the next ad
on.
the next ad will be whatever the fuck we were talking about.
They're listening.
The day that I knew that shit was real, I was in Lake Elsinore, right? Far as fuck away from my house. I was in Lake Elsinore. Shout out to IE. Shout out to all the IE heads.
Is that considered the IE out there?
Yeah, in
Lake Elsinore. I think so.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm out there, right? Long story short, I go to this random gas station. Never ever fucking been there before in my life. I think Monty was with me, maybe. And
is it like a pretty commercialized gas station? Like, I know this gas station?
Yeah, but anyways, it's very segregated. It looks old. I'm like middle of buttfuck nowhere. It's like a weird road. I'm whatever. I've never been there before. I go in there. I go into the store. I go into the ice cream bucket and shit, whatever. There's this ice cream called Big Gay Ice Cream. I've never seen it before. I don't know. Big Gay Ice Cream.
And your ass just went for it.
No, and I was like, what the hell? And I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
I think you could Google it right now,
just
pull it up.
A big happy ice cream.
It just said Big Gay Ice Cream on it, and I was like, what the fuck? Next to like the fucking strawberry shortcake and like the fucking, all the ice cream and shit. And I'm like,
did you buy that one?
No, I didn't buy it. Anyways, I leave the store, whatever. I get in my car. We get back to the homies pad. I pull up my phone. I go on Instagram, and that's the first thing I see, bro. And I'm like, there's no fucking way.
They're listening, but they say
maybe they just wanted you to come out,
bro.
They're like, think about it, Andre.
You guys are so fucking.
They got you at the gas station. He's like, fuck, we lost him. We'll get him on the ad.
No, but they say it's like the ads are like to help us, right? It's to make it easier for us to choose products and stuff.
But that was when I was in there.
But it can now they have all that data about us,
The day that I figured out because you said the day that you figured out was that day. The day that I figured out was when ads just started popping up, because I have how when you download an app or anything, it asks you allow for this and that, like allow for location and shit. I pretty much don't allow my phone to do shit.
Yeah, ask app not to track.
Yeah, pretty much like that. But shit that I was talking about was popping up, so I was like, bro.
Hey, they know when bro.
My microphone is off on every app, but somehow they're still listening.
My G, they know when you got your meat in your hand. They fucking know, bro.
They're like, it's that time of the day again.
Hey, yo, the FBI agent going crazy behind the screen, bro. But yeah.
So I saw that you ejaculated 15 times on June 21st of the 2019.
Yeah, they got you though. Yeah, and they know. Yep.
Andre! I should have just bought the Big Gay.
Nah. You wildin'. Oh no, you wildin'. That's your agent, my G.
All right. That's your agent.
This guy's like, all right, bro, let's go. Let's move on.
Wait, you think we all have an assigned agent?
Hell yeah.
Nah, the world's too big.
I'm bugging, but
if they wanted to, if there was an agent
for entertainment purposes.
if there was an agent that needed your info,
we'd all be FBI. We'd all be FBI agents if that was the case.
Huh.
Okay.
Imagine you were just assigned one person, for the rest of your life. You're gonna keep track of this person and keep tabs on them.
It's me, Laz. I'm your agent.
Huh.
I've been your agent since 2016.
That's funny. All right, should we take a little break now?
Let's go on a little break. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, everybody.
After the show, it's the after party then. After the party, it's the hotel lobby. Then after the bell, then it's probably Chris. And after the original, it's probably this. Yes, ma, Bed-Stuy, Fiesta. Remix with the homie from the Midwest side. Game recognized game, hoes do too. It's a new 2 Live crew, I suppose you knew. So thugs, pop the toasters, but don't approach us. Or bullets will chase you like Moet Mimosas. Catch us both coasters, racing twin poachers. Boxers with Glocks to the pop, you to make you ghosts. Whoever come closest, you've been warned. But niggas don't get the picture till the weapons is drawn. Make your way backstage, baby girl is on. And we'll be drinking till 6 in the morning.
In the back of the club with my mom.
My what?
Popping bottles of Chris with my mom.
With who?
Put the ball in the tap for my mom.
Ooh.
Throwing hundreds up for grabs for my mom.
Let's go.
Cause it's about to go down tonight. I'ma be drinking till the early days. Nigga high like a motherfucking kids. I take 3 honeys just to make me feel y'all know. Mama. That's what they all say when they see the phones and eyes. They say, Mama.
Monty don't know nothing about
Monty,
this.
how you feel, my G? Let's go.
When y'all got a club, they don't fucking with arenas. What your man say?
Hey.
She with me on the low.
Let's go, Monty. Turn up, baby.
This is
my first time hearing this R. Kelly verse.
Fiesta.
Turn up. Let's go.
Fiesta.
I need you to move, Monty.
Come on, Monty.
Bash out, hold on.
If you were in the club when this shit came out, bro, the club was probably way different back then than what it is now.
Yeah,
I feel like if I could get put back in any like year of the club, it was definitely like the early 2000s.
I agree. So let's see. What's up, baby? You guys want to talk about Kim K calling my man Kanye West?
She called him.
Did you guys see what happened?
No, I didn't.
Time to get spicy, baby. Let's spice it up a bit. Let's go.
It's a slow
shit.
week.
It's a slow week over here at the office. So what did you guys see?
What happened?
She called him crying.
She called Kanye West crying because apparently their son Saint saw like an ad for her second sex tape on Roblox or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah. His sex tape.
I mean, but I don't see how this is such a big headline because who else are you supposed to call? It's the other parent, you know?
Yeah.
Like, who am I supposed to call?
I mean, she didn't. I'm sure she called him just to give him a heads up. Probably.
Yeah,
hey, just
what
so
do we do? Like,
and then they just it made it seem like a.
I mean, it's
big
not
deal.
Kanye can't really do anything about it. This was all before, like you know. At this point, like, what are we gonna do for our fucking kids? Like, what are we gonna do for this not to like? Which was my point on early podcasts with you guys. Like, this is gonna get ugly for the fucking kids.
What was lame as hell about this is that she didn't really have.
Nah, dog. They're gonna just get famous, and that's all that matters.
Nah,
That's
dog.
what happens. Like how you said, that's what happens when you put all your life out there.
Nah,
Exactly.
no. What is bogus about this is that how many times is Kanye West? It's the whole argument he had about North being on TikTok and shit. He's like, I don't want my daughter on that app. You know
because
what I mean?
they'll find out about
A bunch of
the
shit,
sex
bro,
tape?
that they're not ready for. You know, like,
Bro, how do you expect your kid not to, like, as a parent, I can tell you that if I don't want my kid to cuss, then I better not cuss around him. If I don't want my kid to do a certain thing, I probably shouldn't be doing it around them. When you see your parents on social media, probably 24/7, like, they throw you an iPad. I mean, at this point, I feel like Kim and Kanye are smart enough to fucking child block a kid's iPad, but you're only limited to so much with that because obviously
shit still gets around.
nah,
through
the
the
fact
cracks.
that was like sent, I feel like that was like
Targeted?
done, that was done like out
Yeah.
of some fucking like dirty ass motherfucker. Like,
I think that shit was staged.
at the end of the day, you're a Kanye guy.
I think that shit was staged.
I know you're a Kanye guy, but you think that even if it was staged, if it wasn't staged, if this was a real topic, like, you have to give it up. Like, bro, like, this is serious. Like, this is my kid at the end of the day. Yeah.
Well, first of all, yeah, of course. But what they say? Thank God he can't read. Okay. I mean, the thing about this is that I've heard Kanye West rant about him not wanting North on TikTok like for the past month, and now this happens with her son on Roblox and shit.
But
like,
Roblox is not a fucking
I
social
know it's
media.
not.
Well, hey, it's
But-
their past coming back to haunt them.
right, but
You know?
but
There's
like
no
what
way
I try
that
to kept telling you
there's
guys.
there's no way that he can like have North not on social media forever.
Right,
you know?
but just the same way that you don't want to teach your kids about sex till they're older. I think there's a right time for everything.
Yeah, bro. I don't think that, like your kid playing a fucking game on their iPad and like what kind of ad was this? I didn't see the ad. What if it was literally the video, like a sneak peek of the fucking video, and it's like this guy? Because I saw the clip. I think
so all of a sudden there's a second sex tape, right? Like out of the blue.
Yeah, and supposedly Kanye West had gotten the laptop with the whole sex tape. So if anyone put it out, it was Kanye West.
Maybe he was trying to prove a point.
I don't think anything's out anywhere.
He did it to himself.
I don't think anything is out anywhere, but
So what you guys staged? Do you think?
I think how convenient you got, camera crew right there, and like I don't know. I feel like shit like that you would kind of want to keep it like private. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
they put it everywhere. I saw it all over the headlines. I saw it all over my gram. It's just right on time for their season on Hulu. I don't know if they're not meeting their quota.
I think they know what they're doing. Like
at this point, I think they're
that's
not
the field,
them, but I think Chris, the mom, right? That's her.
That's the field that they're in.
Yeah, that's the marketing genius.
Yeah.
What
Do you
about
think
it?
she's behind everything?
I'm pretty sure, bro.
Like positive.
I think that's like the elephant in the room.
Thank you.
I think that's the elephant in the room. Like,
what does elephant in the room mean?
It means
I think you're misusing that.
No, it's let's say we walk in a room and we have something we've never ever talked about ever before, but we all acknowledge, but we all kind of don't ever just talk about it.
Like the fact that Laz has COVID right now, and
this guy's sneezing and shit, but we're not saying anything about it. Like we're not addressing it, but we're kind of like, this motherfucker. That's like his third time he's sneezing and shit. Like that's the elephant in the room. And I feel like
this is an example. You're not really an elephant.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an analogy or whatever you call it.
I didn't. That was my third time sneezing. That was like the only thing that stuck with me. I'm like, bro, that was not my third time sneezing. I sneezed twice, and that was my first time sneezing.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I mean, and it could be used.
That's like an example. It could be anything,
and it could be used. And it could be used to more extremes. But I'm just giving you something subtle.
It made sense when you explained it, but when you said she's the elephant in the room, that didn't make sense to me.
Like, how is she
I think you're misusing the term.
Okay. No. So what do you mean by elephant in the room?
I mean, like no one like we talk about Kim, every time we think about the Kardashians, the first person we think about Kim.
Yeah.
Maybe second Kylie, but.
She's not even a Kardashian.
It doesn't matter. She's labeled a Kardashian. Bro.
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And she's not even a Kardashian.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro.
Right.
That's true.
Right. But everyone who's putting everything into motion is Kris Jenner.
No, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, maybe I use that term lightly in that regard, but you kind of get what I'm trying to say.
Everything gets put out because it's her idea.
Yeah, I feel like
she wants it to go that way.
I feel like she's the one just putting everything into motion. Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Because I think initially she was the one who, and I could be wrong, fact check me, but initially I think she's the one who, when the sex tape leaked, Chris was like, oh, like, yeah, it sucks, but let's fucking market this. Like, that was her initial.
Okay. Bro, I'm not even going to cap. Like, I think the first episode just starts like that. I watched a lot of the Kardashians when the quarantine.
It all makes sense now.
When the quarantine started. Like, bro, there was nothing to watch anymore. Like, we had just watched everything. Bro, after... this guy. And when you're married, you have no choice on what you're going to watch. Like,
yeah, you got to watch what your significant other is watching.
A lot of the times I was just sitting there on my phone and like... someone that I knew's name came up, I'd look up and I was like, oh shit, like, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched a lot of it. But I think the very first episode was Kim Kardashian crying because a sex tape was coming out. I was like, first of all, like at the time, how long ago? The first thought that I was like, how long ago did this come out? And why is this bitch such a big thing? Why does she have a show, you know?
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, like this bitch has a sex tape out and is with Ray J. And that was like, I think literally the first episode.
Okay.
Kris Jenner, man, she's a marketing genius.
She's a genius.
I saw a story on her talking about how she wanted Devin Booker on the new show.
I did see that. And what did her was it Kendall?
It's Kendall. She's dating her, and she's like nah, I'd rather not to avoid drama.
I mean, that says enough, doesn't it?
Is Kendall the youngest one?
I think Kylie might be the youngest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, that's that. I think that's kind of weird though. Like, I mean, What do you think about that? Like, you're like, oh, actually, nah. How about we don't ruin this one?
I mean, well, the thing is, like,
She probably doesn't want the smoke.
at the end of the day, the Kardashians are like,
known for ruining people's lives.
Spit it out.
That I just can't think of the words to say, and they're very simple words, but they're literally like clout chasers, right? Like Devin Booker is an up and coming, like he's a superstar in the NBA. His team is one of the top teams this year that could win the championship, and him being the reason. Like the Kardashians don't get very many of those. They go through a lot of guys, but it's never a Kanye West or a Devin Booker. It's always like a Chris Humphries and Reggie Bush when he's like kind of washed, and like a bunch of like people later in their careers, or not really, or I don't want to say nobodies, because anyone that makes it into a professional like sport, even if you're on the bench, you have to be a different level of good. Even if you're riding a bench on a team, to be a pro on a sport is crazy.
Yeah,
but then don't ever really get like these big ones. I'm like you said, let's not ruin this one. Like I actually like this guy, and I don't something big, you know.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's like a group thing. I think that's just what she's like. She's seen a trajectory, like what you said in the past and shit. So I just feel like
she's really the only one that I feel like doesn't throw her business out there like the rest of them.
Yeah, you don't really hear too much about her.
And I feel like Courtney's a lot more closed now. Yeah. That's her name, right? The not because I know Kim and Chloe. I know them for sure. Courtney,
bro, you be watching all the seasons. You can fucking know. Like stop caping.
I probably didn't watch all the seasons, but I watched a lot of them.
Yeah.
But the ones that I get mixed up for sure are the Kendall and Kylie, because they used to look a lot alike. Now one of them looks like natural and the other one looks like Kim.
Yeah, I don't know.
You see what happened to Lamar. Lamar's trying to come back, so it can't be that bad.
That fool did crack.
He did crack. Fucking getting his pubes laser tagged off. They done fucked up Lamar, bro. But
that was cool. Who was that? Chloe did that?
I can't tell you, bro.
Chloe.
I can't.
You didn't know who Lamar Odom? How do you know Lamar Odom was with a Kardashian, but don't know which Kardashian?
I only know him because of Kobe Bryant, to be honest. Shout out Kobe.
So how did you know he was with a Kardashian?
What do you mean? I only ever heard of Lamar Odom because I knew he played on the Lakers with Kobe Bryant.
I know, but you just brought him up.
That's the only. Yeah. What do you mean?
Am I tripping?
Bro, because
I don't know who brought who up.
Because everyone heard when he had like the overdose, and he had the overdose. They took him to the hospital. They said that he was all fucked up off the drugs. That was a big headline story. Yeah. Especially they had just came off a championship, I think. So that was a very big. You know, if anyone wins a championship and then the next year they fucking overdose in a crack house, like it's going up there. Yeah. That's why I don't know them.
So that was Chloe's fault, you would say?
No, wasn't he on the Kardashians?
Yeah,
he was.
I feel like a lot of people do think that, or a lot of people meme about it, like the Kardashians are the reason that Lamar Odom does crack and shit. But that fool definitely fights his own demons and shit.
Well, do you guys remember when Get Out, the movie, came out? Everyone was correlating them to the Kardashians. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, but that's just like meme.
I know that's just meme material, but everyone saw the correlation though. Like
first, no,
it wasn't just like a small group of people
within the timeline. They're just like
it was like, wait, who does that remind you of?
Exactly. If anyone fits that characteristics, it's definitely the Kardashians. Like, but who knows, bro? Like it's crazy. They got Travis Scott too.
Oh, my boy
they got him, Travis.
Yeah, he been laying low right now.
Tiger tried to force him with himself in there.
They're like, Tiger, bro, get up out of here, bro.
Wait, what? What did Tiger do?
No, Tiger.
Wasn't he with Kylie?
He was smashing Kylie before she was 18, bro.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Did you guys ever hear that song he did where he's like, she's a big girl dog when she's stimulated?
Oh.
I was like, yo. I was like, hey, yo. That's crazy, my guy.
Hey, the fact that we were okay with just that Tiger was just smashing.
Nobody questioned it.
No, people questioned
it, but like nothing.
Like the fact that her mom was okay. Like,
hey, it was consensual, I guess, between them. Like,
bro, I would become trans if my wife started doing all that shit. Like, fuck, I have no say. I must not have balls. Like, I don't know, bro. This is crazy. Chris, I guess she is the orchestrator of everything, huh?
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, let him smash. It's Tiger. It's Tiger. It's good for us.
Yeah,
It's publicity.
And then
No, I don't think he forced her to smash, but
No, that's why she was cool. I'm not
That's
saying
why
that
she
she forced her.
welcomed it.
She was just like, oh, yeah.
she's
cool.
welcomed worse. I
Yeah.
think.
well, yeah, it's it's a celebrity, you know, like I said, they're clout chasers. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think she was like, go fucking fuck. I'm sure if she could have found someone her age, she definitely would have. But this is who her daughter, quote unquote, loves. So I guess, I don't know. It's just crazy. I can't ever see myself letting my 17-year-old daughter going overseas trips with an older, like 27-year-old dude and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy. All right.
I can't imagine that, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I would be okay with that. Let us know if you guys would be okay with that in the comments.
They didn't even like make it part of the show or anything. So it wasn't like it was a stunt or anything. Like, she was just okay with like her daughter having underage sex. Is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just, raised different, or they're around different people. They got a different culture. They're in their world. You know what I'm saying? So what's crazy to us might be normal to them.
I don't know anything about these motherfuckers. They're crazy.
Yeah, that's why they're entertaining to watch.
That's funny. You said that you would be trans and shit.
Yeah.
Did
I
you-
mean, bro, you have no say in your whatsoever in your family or nothing. Like,
You pretty much don't have balls.
yeah,
is what
you're
you're
not a
saying.
man.
Yeah.
Like,
you see. Oh yeah. Okay.
What you
I see what you did there. It went over my head the first time. I get it.
like, obviously you're still a man and shit, but like, bro, you're supposed to be able to lead your family, and what you say should have somewhat.
Yeah, you should have a say in what goes down, what's right, what's wrong, the rules.
Yeah,
Gotta lay down the law.
bro, I'm a fucking Olympian, bitch. Anything you tell me after that, like, don't question me. Don't question me. I want a fucking medal at the fucking Olympics.
Yeah.
Now he just be sipping what is it? Happy Dads with the Nelk boys playing golf and shit.
I
mean she. My bad. I'm sorry, she.
I wish a bitch would try to charge me at Denny's after I won a fucking Olympic medal. Like,
Do you know who I am?
imagine being able to win. Like, you put your fucking country on. Like, bro, you could come back to the States, I think, and someone could I could not know what the fuck you do for a living. And if you told me you won a fucking gold medal for the country in the fucking Olympics, I would buy you a drink.
I'd be like, oh yeah, that's cool as fuck. It's not every day you run into a champion.
An Olympian.
Yeah.
The best in the world at something.
Fucking Olympian.
Yeah, bro. You're questioning my character after I'm the best of the world in something?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird how that ended up, but hey, to each their own. They're in their little world. That's the way they roll. And we're just watching.
But you were trying to go into a different topic, I think, right?
Yeah, because now that we're talking about the trans thing, shout out my trans people and shit.
Shout out us.
Oh yeah, shout out us. I totally forgot we
Sup?
are first trans podcasters. Did you guys?
The hottest trans
Podcast in the world. Beep, 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 beep.
Woo!
All right, so did you guys see how two women inmates were impregnated by the same what's so funny, fuckers?
What you're about to say? I know.
Oh, you guys are pieces of shit. Look at you.
What?
So two female inmates get impregnated by the same I guess not the same, but a trans inmate in an all-women's facility. What do we think about this time, my
Where
guys?
do we draw the line?
I'm laughing because obviously they weren't trans. Like,
They're still fucking. I don't know.
No.
To me, like I was saying the podcast before, if you're trans, you don't switch sides. There's no way that you're trans and prison is what made you go straight. Like, there's no way.
I don't know. That's just like, where do you draw that line? We don't know yet. I think it's still like young in our society. But if you have a dick, you shouldn't be in an all women's like prison.
That's another.
Right?
Excuse me, ma'am. No porn at the bar.
Oh, it's okay. I'm transgender.
Oh, I had no idea. Do whatever you want all the time.
That's what you think.
I mean, that's kind of what it's
That's what
coming
society-
down to. That's kind of what's like happening. You know, they're doing whatever they want.
They?
Hey,
Why are you
what do I call-
generalizing them?
That's us.
Sorry.
Us.
We do whatever
We,
we
they,
want.
us. All of us. All of they.
Yeah.
Hey,
well,
but you know what? I salute them because they got to smash in prison. They were supposed to go in there, do their bid. Hey, you got to find a little
they probably
loophole.
had a lavish time in prison.
You can have a lavish time in Palm
They were like the
Springs.
golden.
You got to have a lavish time in
Imagine like
Jail.
that's like the best time you could have had at a jail, right?
If you're the only
For both inmates at that point. Like as a girl, I'm pretty sure like girls enjoy sex just as much as females. We're grown, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Like for both of them, for both the fucking the woman that liked guys and the trans that obviously wasn't trans.
Definitely. Help me help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Bro, that's just crazy. I don't think that what you said was not that it wasn't right, like, oh, that's wrong, but just the statement you said wasn't correct all the way.
what
Like,
statement
if you have a dick, you shouldn't be at an all.
at an all female prison.
Yeah, like I feel like what you're trying to say. But
All right, what am I trying to say? And what are you saying?
No.
Explain
I'm not.
to me.
What you're saying is not. I'm not saying is morally wrong. I'm just saying like how you said it because I could be trans and still have a dick. I might just not be able to afford my dick getting cut off. You know?
Oh, yeah, exactly. I understand what you mean.
Like, but obviously this person
But
wasn't trans.
but you can get people pregnant.
I know, but bro, like not everyone
I
that's
think-
fucking gay could afford to get tits and fucking like not all gay people could afford to fucking make the full on fucking makeover, you know? Like that unfortunately cutting your fucking dick off costs some money.
So back in the day, you used to
Okay.
just have yeah.
I see what you're saying. And if he truly did believe he was a woman and that he is,
And he had a dick.
That's how he ended up there in the first place. But look what like can happen. So you got to be careful. You got to be able to draw the line.
See, my
somewhere.
point here is that this person obviously wasn't trans. He just tried to have an easier fucking like. He must have had like a fucking touching little kid case because he was not trying to be out there with the big dogs.
Oh yeah, someone's gonna pound him in.
Hey,
There's no way.
He thought outside the box. He's like, you know what? I can get away with this shit.
That's the only like. There's bro, like, I don't get how this is like.
So can there be a woman that thinks she's a guy in a men's prison?
Sure.
Put up,
Sure.
yeah,
Throw her in there.
She gonna get fucked. Imagine if you could get a trans guy to turn straight. You think a fucking
Yeah, but I don't think they would do that. Like, I don't know if they would allow it because they know
Yeah,
what
bro.
would happen. But
imagine
they seem to not care about it the other way.
They're taking guys' booty holes in there. You think they're
Yeah.
not about to fucking put a girl in
No,
there,
I know.
bro?
Yeah.
Everyone finna be gorillas in there. Everyone finna be pounding their
They're
chest.
gonna be wilding.
We're gonna be gorilla zoo in there, bro. Everyone's gonna be the big dog.
yeah,
But yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. I think once you bring it up to anyone, they're like, wait, okay, so we're just not gonna acknowledge that. Another, you know.
yeah.
But you can't say anything without people getting offended. I mean, we posted a small little clip last week and people were getting offended and shit, and it was nothing. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, we're here for entertainment purposes and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like people are very scared to speak out, but I mean, how could you not? You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah. We're just talking about it. We're not saying we're not the ones, making
Right.
the rules or
Hey,
anything.
but if
we're
I go
just-
to jail, I'm trans.
yeah, same here. Throw me in there.
Yeah,
I'm
trans
more
too.
than happy to serve my bid in there.
I ain't
female
trying
prison.
Have a great time.
to. No, I'm just trying to.
There'll be unicorns in
I'm
there.
just not trying to go.
Laz
to,
is
like,
married. Laz is married.
I'm just
speaking
not
for
trying to go
myself.
and fucking like in the yard, worried about getting shanked and shit. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
No, I definitely agree. So what else we got?
Who knows? Those women prisons might be crazy too. Like,
They are, bro.
girls are fucking crazy.
I'll
as
take-
fuck.
I'll take my
Crazy.
chances.
They're just as crazy.
Those bitches will cover your face with a pillow and shit. You won't make it out your sleep, my guy.
I'll find a way. I'll find a way.
All right.
What else did we see?
What else?
Did we see? I saw Vanessa Hudgens says she has the ability to talk to ghosts. And she says it's a gift.
It is a gift, I think.
Yeah,
if it's real for her.
What if it's a fuck no? That shit would be a curse to me. I'm scared as fuck. Like to
Yeah,
but
but
that shit, you know?
There's people out there like that.
Yeah, there's
Like
mediums.
that can see things that we can't see.
Right.
I'd be that guy in the corner, like fucking don't talk to me, like shaking you and shit. Like, bro, that shit would fucking scare the fuck out of me. I can't do any of that shit.
And all the Mexican moms would be like, ay, mira, ahí está ese marihuano allá.
Yeah, all crazy and
Mira,
shit.
¿qué está
Nah,
haciendo?
but she looks normal though. Like,
No, like definitely if you could get in touch with like good spirits and shit, like cool, that's definitely a gift. But like for me, I feel like that would be a curse because I'm afraid of that type
Yeah,
of
that'd
shit.
be scary because
Like,
they can pop up at
Anywhere
any time.
and just start talking to me and like I'd be like, what the fuck? Like I'm just
yeah, imagine you
can't do
try and
that
clap
shit.
cheeks, bro, and then
You see a ghost, you're like,
and you're like, buzzkill.
Bro, I feel like there's a ghost in my room because my son be looking like we'll be in the bed and shit and he'll be looking up and he'll just start cracking up. And I'm like, maybe there's a ghost like doing funny shit,
That's
you know?
maybe
crazy.
making like funny faces or something.
Yeah,
That's kind of creepy.
That's like what I've thought of all the time, bro. And when we first got there,
But your son's just laughing. You're like, oh, there's ghosts in here. Oh shit!
nah,
Just trying to sleep.
Nah, but it's kind of weird that every
Nah.
time he looks up, and it's not just there. Sometimes like we'll be like in the living room, and it's always when he's always looking up,
And then laughing.
and he's like laughing at something. When we first moved into, we have a little, not a little, it's a big pit bull. My brother owns it. The fucking dog barked up into the air and like shit, and noises come, and it's like a bunch of little shit happens. and I'm
Wait,
like,
wait. Noises come from the roof.
Not when we first moved in, like noises would come from down. I think there's a ghost in there, and I don't think it's just in one room. I think it's just like, or just random shit just happened to happen when I'm fucking. I'm also the fucking biggest scaredy cat when it comes to like ghosts and shit. So a little pin drop can be like some, you know.
It's a ghost.
Nah, but
everything. Yeah.
Even my wife has said it. And my brother's like, "What if there's a ghost?" People like joke
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
It's like suspicious.
My
It
mom
happens.
my mom said she saw some shit at the house and shit. And I'm
Oh
like,
shit!
but the fact that my son's laughing at it, I'm okay with it. Like, as long as it's not like some fucking like weird shit.
Yeah. The house that I'm at, they said that it was like haunted and stuff, but like nothing really has happened where I'm at. So I feel like
Haunted how?
yeah, like they would see like an old lady there, like in the closet, like in the
Chalice.
not in the room closets, but like
Yeah, that's just for sale, and I'm staying at a hotel.
Yeah.
all that, bro.
no, but I've never experienced anything there, so I don't know. Who knows?
Do you feel like you've ever lived in a haunted place?
Nah.
Nah.
I mean, I feel like when I was younger, I think my imagination would just run rampant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there was one time at my grandparents' house. I used to live with my grandparents, and there was one time where I remember we had gone home from somewhere, and my grandpa was the only one home. You know, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Because I came in with my sisters and shit. He's like, "I thought you guys were in the room." We're like, "Nah." Why? He's like, "Because I saw some girl go in the room,
Chalice.
you know? And there's no one home."
The fact that you said some girl, I'm like,
Yeah, and I'm like, "Nah, we just got here." And he's like, "What the fuck?" He was like tripping out, but like not scared, but he was just kind of like confused, like what the fuck?
I was watching Paranormal with my girl the other night,
Right.
and they visited this haunted like building. Right, it used to be like an asylum or who knows what. And there's these ghost hunters that work there like to give tours and stuff, and they say,
Yeah.
"Oh, we always see like a little kid over here. You know,
Right.
he's a friendly spirit." Anyways, they bring in like a medium, someone who can like see ghosts and stuff. And when she goes to that level, she says like, "There's something really terrible here," and that pretty much it takes the form of an innocent kid,
Right.
just to lure you in, and
Yeah.
But really, it's something else. So
Yeah, like, you gotta be careful with
Yeah,
that motherfucker
yeah.
trying to play with sires and shit. Fucking, hey, come over here. Fucking
Yeah,
get him out.
yeah.
Get him out. Nah, but
damn, yeah, huh?
it could
no,
be
but they
anything.
say that they've said that about a lot of things. Like whenever someone like tries to like make contact with you, that's how they get
Yeah.
you to accept them into
They-
their home.
Exactly.
That's,
They play the role as somebody that you
Yeah.
knew, someone
Yeah.
close to you, but it
Right.
really isn't that.
Right.
So yeah,
I've heard that like countless times before. And I've seen that shit in movies a gang of times. But I've seen
Nah,
a lot of docs and shit.
Every time I see that, I like wave my hand in front of his face. So I'm like,
Yeah, but they say
Don't
that
look
shit.
anymore.
But they even say that about like little kids. Like they say that they have like an ability.
Yeah,
to,
like a sixth sense,
yeah.
or they're just you
Yeah.
know aware of all that.
I don't
Well,
know,
they're
bro.
fresh. Their soul is pure. They just got here.
Yeah.
So many nights that I've like my face was towards the wall and my back was facing the rest of the room, and I felt like there was something there, and it was either look or just fucking close my eyes and
Try
go
to
to
fall
sleep.
asleep
I'm
again.
like, oh man, I'm gonna just go to sleep.
Oh fuck!
I could not do the dark. I still can't do the dark, bro.
No.
Fuck no.
Have you guys ever done like this, like gone sober and then have like crazy vivid dreams?
Wait, no, bro. But there was a time. I think so. There was a time where I stopped smoking and drinking for like 3 days. This was like
Right.
fucking like a month ago.
It's happened to me, but I not to the point till I remember the dreams. So,
Okay. Well,
but what?
well,
were you-
I was having these like, it was actually nightmares. I was having
Yeah,
nightmares.
yeah.
What?
yeah. No. Okay. You said 3
Like
days, right?
really bad nightmares for 3 days because I wasn't like smoking, or I don't know if it was because I was not smoking and drinking and shit, but I was just sober, and I was like,
What's a bad nightmare for you?
like, bro, my girl was like, "Are you okay?" Like multiple times through the night, like I would wake up and she'd be like,
Yeah.
I was having nightmares, bro.
No, yeah,
I can't
yeah.
tell you, like they were pretty vivid at the time. I've just smoked too much weed now to remember.
Yeah,
But
you just knew it was
if-
bad, and you
if
just
you
woke
would
up
have
in terror. Yeah,
asked
yeah.
me, like my wife asked me, I'm sure if I ask her now,
She'll
could
probably tell you. Yeah,
but I could tell you the day of or the next day, but now it's been too long.
yeah,
you know?
you don't remember.
Yeah, but I was having nightmares, bro. And then I saw someone post about it that like once you go sober, like you have nightmares and then you start being able to dream again, because supposedly when you're high, and I believe it, I don't have dreams. I saw that you actually don't sleep better when you're high, when you smoke weed.
Yeah, I've read that too.
That like you actually
It actually
don't
kind of
sleep.
messes with your sleeping
Yeah.
cycle or something. You never
Okay.
get to a certain.
Okay, you guys want to see something funny? Not
Yeah.
funny, but I literally, I woke up from this thing that we're talking about, and it's October 30, 2018 at 4:39 a.m. It's dated. I'll show Laz right now so you can confirm. And it's kind of long, so I'll kind of like start at the bottom. But this is when I went like sober for like I think like 60 days. I stopped like drinking, smoking.
And then you start. This is around the time when we started the pod.
No, this is from 2018, my guy.
Years
Oh,
ago.
Okay, yeah, fucking years ago.
Yeah.
And I stopped I stopped everything, and like Laz said, I had like these nightmares, like scary shit.
Bro, wake up sweating.
Yeah.
drenched, like
Night terrors.
like night terrors,
Like,
bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally
you're on meth type shit and you're fucking like coming out of it.
like I
type
might have like woken up a couple times crying, bro. Like no cap, because they're just
That's
scary
what I'm
as
saying,
shit.
bro. I'm telling you, I would wake up crying. My girl would be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, I think.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this real quick. I'll try to make this cool, okay? For the people listening, it says I had a night terror. Started out when we were in the when we were in the bathroom, and a huge altercation started between a bunch of familiar faces. No one was coming at me until the end. That's when I started banging his head against the wall as he latched onto my body. I had to swing him onto the wall to set myself free. Once I did, he got up and went towards the room as if we were going to get something. I remember Tony being there, and I remember running up my old street, then seeing a car follow me through an alley. Everything skips. I am now home in my room. That's when he comes through my door with the gun. He shoots me twice in the back and I drop. I've never been shot, but I felt a hot bullet in my back. On his third shot, the gun jams. I jump up and start fighting for the gun, and I manage to remove the last bullet from the gun. I continue to continuously punch him until he is unconscious. The phone starts ringing, and it isn't until I pick it up that I realize that it wasn't my phone and his brother was calling. I tell him he shot me and question why. I then hung up out of anger and continued to beat him, dragging him outside down the stairs. My mom's boyfriend is in the kitchen and my sister's outside. As I drag him, the guy outside, my mom's boyfriend pulls a gun to aim at the man as I drag him out, and my sister overlooked. I grab the man by the face and make him look at them and say, "Look at what you did." I wake up in a cold sweat. Like crazy, dog. Like,
Yeah.
it's just That's kind of
detail. Yeah.
you know, like I just woke up and I'm like, okay,
That's the type of
That's
dreams that you're
interesting.
having, bro.
Yeah,
like it's just like
yeah.
random shit with people that you really know, and like in structures that are really real, and everything just feels fucking
Everything
real.
feels fucking real
Like-
as fuck,
Like when you
bro.
start seeing like places that you really know, and
I started smoking weed because of that.
I'm like,
I really did, bro.
No, definitely. So after the first like 3 weeks, I stopped having nightmares.
Yeah.
And they just turned into regular dreams. But
But really nice dreams. Supposedly you
Yeah.
have really nice dreams.
Ooh.
That's really interesting though. Like, I feel like if we all wrote down our dreams, like I
Yeah.
don't know, there'll be
That's
a lot
crazy.
of
We went from,
crazy
like,
shit.
Uplifting weed to like really.
We're like, oh, now
no, well, this is like detox shit. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
some people would describe it
But
like
it really felt like
Yeah.
you're detoxing
Yeah.
off of some heavy shit,
and
bro.
that's like one dream. Like I had like multiple dreams with like different occasions.
After
like,
the third night, I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta smoke.
You know what's been happening to me a lot lately?
yeah,
I've been able to realize that I'm in a dream.
yeah.
It's happened to me like 3 times in the past like
I've been
2
there.
months,
Yeah.
probably.
You realize you're in a
But-
dream?
Yeah, and I'm able to like
Control.
control and
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I've had that, and that was like what I mean. Like that happened for the first 3 weeks. I was sober for 6 months, 6 months, 3 months.
Did you know who you were beating the fuck out of and who was shooting you?
No,
You didn't know the
I
person?
didn't. Yeah, but okay, but after that small period, I remember I'd be like, "Fuck, it's time to go to sleep." Like I know what's coming. You know, it was
Yeah.
kind of like, "Fuck," but this
What's
is what
gonna
it
be this
But this
time?
is what it costs. You
Shit's
know,
sketchy,
Yeah.
but this is
bro.
what it costs. But anyways, after those first 3 weeks, I started having like beautiful dreams. It's just like
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
More soothing, back to normal.
soothing, everything, bro.
Mm.
I'm talking everything. Like great, good experiences. It felt like real, you know. And like you said, when you feel like you can control it and shit.
Yeah.
Where you're like, where you feel like, wait, this is a dream, and I can move this way, and I can do this with my body.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know exactly what you're talking about, and that's what that was after. But they say a lot of that is because when you smoke and you go to sleep, your body is deprived of its REM sleep. You never hit it because your body produces cannabinoids naturally, but when you smoke, it gets used to it. So when it stops, it's there's something going on right there. So all your REM sleep has to catch up from all the time that you've been smoking and not dreaming. So that's what that is.
Shit's fucking scary, bro.
Yeah, but anyways, that was our fucking. We
Yeah.
got sidetracked, but hopefully
I've never had a night terror. I don't think I've ever woken up
Oh,
like not that I remember.
yeah. I mean,
Shit-
that's good. That's good for
shit's
you, bro.
not-
It was whack.
It was really
yeah.
whack.
I know one day I'm gonna have to go sober off everything for a while, and like, cause I
gonna
always
come
like to
back.
do it every now
Not
and then,
looking forward to it.
and I'm not looking forward to it. But
Not at all.
that's what it costs, and it's a good. It humbles you. Like, okay, you know,
Yeah.
Fuck.
that's
that.
cool. But yeah, what else we got? Is that it?
That's it. I mean, we could go into Would You Rathers.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Damn, we got sidetracked, but
You want to turn that on real quick?
yeah.
All right, guys. Damn. You've never really had one of those, Monty, though?
Dude, not that I remember, bro, to be honest.
You've never woken...
Woken up like
Real quick, before we go into the Would You Rather, why do, like, you never die in your dream? You always get shot, you always get stabbed and shit, but you never die. Like,
something like one of the scariest dreams I had. Oh, and I actually woke up kind of like scared and sweaty, but not like I don't think I woke up screaming, but I had a dream where I was on a table and this dude with the axe chopped off my leg. Boom. And like that, I did not have a leg anymore. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
you woke up and try to feel your leg and shit.
what first thing I did when I woke up, like, oh, like, dude, I have a leg,
that
bro.
feels the best
Dude,
after.
honestly.
I felt like the Terminator.
That
in my
humbled
dream,
me
bro.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Terminator Manager. All right.
Yeah.
First question here. Would you rather have an infrared vision that you can turn on and off at will or a 20-time normal telescope vision? Like,
I think infrared for sure.
okay,
wait,
really quick.
infrared
I don't know
as-
what infrared is again. Is the green shit?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
That's
Like,
what you
it's
can
like
see
when-
in the dark.
it's like when I can see someone fart.
What?
Yeah,
What?
You can
infrared.
see that?
Is it infrared how you can track someone by
This
like
guy had him all that shit.
by their
I thought you meant like night vision or something.
No, night vision is night
That's
vision.
what I thought.
Night vision is night vision. I
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
infrared is where it
Like
you can trace your
like
heat. Your heat.
ultraviolet.
I
Your
can see
heat.
someone
Oh,
fart.
okay.
What
Based
the
off your
fuck?
heat.
Heat, color.
That's why you
Okay,
you know how-
infrared. I know what you mean. Yeah, you can see like the red and blue's colder.
You
Yeah,
know
okay,
how
I know what you mean.
Alien versus Predator when he covers himself in mud so that you can't see his infrared vision.
Yeah.
To me, this is very like depends on where I'm at. If I'm lost somewhere and I'm trying to get to
Fuck
eat,
am I gonna
be
do with the
eating-
big telescope, yo?
It's not a telescope,
no,
bro.
it's
your
20/20 vision, right?
Not 20/20. You could see 20 times closer with your eyes, or see infrared with your eyes.
Fuck, I gotta look so far for.
You're not trying to be seen who's over there.
That's crazy.
I feel like I'd rather
I'd rather have that. Like I can see like
super far, like 20 times.
I'd rather see infrared and I can just see him coming
you
from
know
a mile away.
supposedly like a bald eagle can read a newspaper article from like
I don't think a bald eagle could read.
no, but like they can see. Supposedly they can see.
Hey, yo, that's
the
the New York Times right there.
Come on.
Monty, I told you about this propaganda stuff, bro.
No. Well, I'm just saying their fucking vision is like really clear. Supposedly
Yeah, that's what they say. They got 20/20 vision.
they can read, dog.
Nah, but I would rather be able to see. I'd rather be
How
able
you
to see
doing it
20
like that,
times.
bro?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'd rather be able to see like a bald eagle
Yeah.
Okay.
super close.
I just
But
feel
you know
like that's
what?
useless.
Infrared-
I feel like
infrared-
infrared is useless.
No, but it'll come in handy if you're like a hiker. And
Yeah,
you're-
exactly. The
what if
motherfucker ain't hiking,
you're trying
bro.
to look for Bigfoot and you see like in the infrared like
I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all, but when I leave my house, it's dark as fuck in the morning.
Infrared doesn't let you see in the dark, bro. It just lets you see if there's
Heat
someone in front
colors?
of you.
Nah, you bugging, bro.
Infrared, you just said it picks up body heat.
Yeah,
I'd rather
That doesn't allow
see-
you to see at night.
but it's because we're in a fucking room, bro. If you put me outside, I'm gonna be able to see my whole surroundings, not just what's right in front
Yeah,
of me.
but just like I don't know. That's
Nah, you bugging. That's
he'd
my
be-
choice.
He'd be able to see
body heat.
stuff. Yeah, even
This-
from a
this
distance,
dude
it
never-
would look red in the distance.
This dude's
Yeah.
never. Hey, this dude's never played COD
But
before.
not
It's
20,
okay,
But not
It's okay.
I played.
Go on.
I played
Next.
COD, but it's not gonna look 20 times closer.
bro. Ain't never played COD before. Let's go. Next.
Okay. Next question. It's not really a would you rather. It's more of a like a fun question. What's the most underrated invention? Toilet paper, anesthesia, glass, or clocks? Let's go through each of these. Obviously, toilet paper, like self-explanatory. Obviously, you ain't trying to get no doo-doo on your hands. and shit.
Anesthesia.
Anesthesia. That's my choice, by the way. Anesthesia. I do not feel pain while you do this work. I am all about
That's
that.
incredible. Yeah, I think that's a really great invention.
I don't
That's
think-
got to be it.
I don't think I could drive a car without glass. Like just a bird just coming
I
through.
think I could.
You just put some goggles on.
You never been to Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then clocks. You'll never know the time of day.
It's a man-made concept,
Yeah, you
anyways.
just use a fucking sundial.
They used to
bro.
use the sun, right?
They're like,
Well, yeah. When it comes up, it's day, and then when it goes down, it's night.
Yeah, I think anesthesia is definitely the one for me. I mean, toilet paper, you got bidets, right? Is that what they're called? Bidets?
You never been to Mexico?
today.
For both of those?
Come on, bro. Rocks,
by
leaves.
the pila and shit?
Hey, my
Bro,
boy.
yeah. Have you ever had to take a shit like outside, like no toilet? Like in the wilderness?
Have you ever been to Mexico?
You ever been to Mexico, my G?
I mean, where I went, they had toilets. Luckily.
Hey, bro.
We didn't
I
have
got-
showers, though. We had a shower with the bucket.
Hey, bro. I got out the mud, my boy.
Yeah,
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
that's true.
You use some leaves to wipe your ass and
Not
shit?
Yeah.
leaves, not leaves, but
Leaves,
La
rocks.
calceta, güey.
you could even. Hey, if it resorts to it, bro, it's better than fucking. You know what I mean? You don't want to be all slimy and shit.
All right, so anesthesia for me, anesthesia for me.
Anesthesia.
Yeah.
All right. Next question, also a fun one. Who do you think had the biggest one-hit wonder? Fetty Wap with Trap Queen, Trinidad James with All Gold Everything, Waka Flocka with Harden the Paint, or Dej Loaf with Try Me?
I think
fucking
Fetty Wap.
Fetty Wap.
Yeah, huh?
Fetty
Yes,
Wap.
sir. He fucking.
And he had hit single after
Single
single,
after
and they
single.
were all hits.
Yeah.
So he might not even count for this, huh? If he's
Why?
the one-hit. It's a one-hit
'Cause
wonder.
he had more
after
hits
hit
though.
After
he
hit.
did have hit after. So okay, after who will come in second then?
Gold all in my chains.
Nah.
Nah, I think Try Me.
Well, if that's the case, then it's Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka?
Yeah, Waka Flocka definitely
I saw him
had,
perform.
But
had
he's
them
still-
white boys going crazy.
But he's still like, oh no, he's not really rapping anymore, huh?
Nah.
He's relevant. I don't know. He
He's
still
more on,
makes
like-
himself relevant on like social media through business and.
I feel like
whatnot.
those aren't good one-hit wonder options because I know
Okay.
like multiple songs for each and every one of them.
Okay, so
Yeah.
take them out of it. What's the biggest one-hit wonder?
Yo, where did that Gangnam Style guy go?
That's probably it.
Where'd he go?
I hate that
Where'd he
song,
go?
but like that's the only song that I ever heard of that guy.
Or that song, What the Fox Say? Where did that fool go to?
What the fuck?
That's a one-hit wonder,
I don't know.
right?
Oh
You
no,
make
no, no.
one song
Oh,
and-
okay. No, I got it. The best one-hit wonder.
All right. How does this song go?
Motherfucker.
Let's see. I'll read a list of one-hit wonders off.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. Oh, Go Yeah.
What?
Somebody that I used to know. That's the best one-hit wonder.
Go Ye?
What the fuck?
That's his name, right?
Yeah, that is his name. But I would assume he sounds like very EDM.
What do you mean?
Not
That is not an
even-
EDM song. You're bugging. That's one of the best songs that's came out. That's on the radio. That's actually a good song. Great production. Great songwriting. Never heard of the guy again.
I feel like he's probably someone.
Do you know what song I'm talking about?
I don't know what song you're talking
now
about.
You're just somebody that
That
I
used to know. Oh, okay.
somebody.
Yeah, they had that one hit and
That shit was
Yeah.
hella hard too.
Apparently he
It was
wanted
good.
he wanted some other girl for it, but I guess he couldn't get her. So he's like, okay, now I have to go scout and look for the right voice that I want. And then he found that girl. But she wasn't originally supposed to be on it.
What about Panda?
Nah.
Designer.
That shit was a one.
That was cool, but
Kanye
Kanye put him on after that, and like
That's-
I seen him on Double XL, so nah, don't really work.
You
out
don't
for me.
consider
I'm
that
telling
one
you,
hit?
one hit wonder. I heard you one time, you disappeared.
Teach me how
Yeah.
to Dougie. Teach me.
No, bro, it's fucking Goye, somebody that I used to know. Best.
I don't
fucking
think
song.
that's mine because I didn't. The song is good and shit, but that's not like. What about Vanilla Ice? He
Bro,
definitely
get up out of here, bro.
Vanilla
He had a
Ice.
couple songs.
Nah, Vanilla didn't have a couple songs. He
I've
just
heard
became a
a couple
staple.
songs.
You
He
bugging.
just became a staple in
You
the
bugging.
in the fucking culture because it's like a white boy, like, and it was a good song,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have another hit. There's definitely not a Vanilla Ice goes
Okay,
on.
yeah. He doesn't have another hit other than, at least to me, I agree with that.
All right, next question.
Next question, please.
Which place on the planet would you never want to live and why? I'm going to go first. I'm going to say the Sahara Desert, and that's pretty self-explanatory. I ain't trying to live in no motherfucking hot-ass place.
Yeah, I was thinking desert right off the bat when you said where you would never
keep
want
me
to
out of
live.
any desert. Keep me out of the Middle East. I'm straight.
Oh, yeah, the Middle East. That's all desert. I'm
I'm
good.
okay off that. Yeah.
Anywhere that I have Wi-Fi and I could fucking...
And
go-
AC.
and I'm not limited to what I could fucking search.
Yeah.
Somewhere like
Cool.
Southern California sounds nice.
Yeah.
Like where
Like-
we are right now.
Yeah. don't put me anywhere other than that.
Yeah.
So peaceful.
Happy
What
here.
about you?
God Christ.
Yeah, I just don't want to be anywhere hot.
Hot.
You know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, like if I'm sweating while sitting down, like that ain't it.
Yeah, like if I'm opening the door at night to like go to my car or something and I get hit by a heat wave at night when it's dark, that's like, oh no.
That ain't it. That sounds
Yeah.
like Arizona.
Are you talking about Arizona?
Kind of sounds like Arizona.
Yeah, yes,
They-
but
I'm not trying to shit on Arizona, but
no, yes, but the Sahara Desert is
way worse.
way worse.
Of course.
So
of
I
course.
wouldn't want to live. Yeah, just anywhere hot.
Right.
All right, next question. Would you rather have a flying carpet or a car that drives underwater?
Flying carpet.
Flying carpet for sure.
I'd rather drive a car underwater.
Where the fuck are you gonna go?
Yeah.
It's pretty much a submarine, my guy.
Where
yeah,
you going?
but where are you gonna go?
Where the fuck are you gonna,
Gonna go
with
explore the
carpet?
bottom of the ocean
Yeah.
and get crushed by all the pressure? You'll never make it, or get eaten by something.
Lad didn't think it this far ahead.
Bro.
He's like a dog with the bone. You wouldn't know what to do with
What are
it.
you gonna
once
do
got
in
it.
the?
What the? You guys go and fly your little magic carpet. I could fucking go
Pretty
under-
much, bro. Like,
I could go underwater in the car and drive myself around.
all right, bro.
That
I'll see
sounds
you
pretty
later,
fucking
bro.
hella hard.
I'm about to go over
I
here
could
to-
fucking go and see fishes and
Can
shit.
you imagine how fly I would look pulling up on the fucking floating carpet, bro? That'd be amazing.
Imagine it just rains one day and you have to park
Hey,
that little.
We just
little
don't go out
pretty,
in the rain.
We're
Your
just-
little
we
pretty
take it easy.
carpet
Take
can't get
the
nothing
whip.
done. My shit could go in water. Your
That's
shit,
fine.
Your shit can't.
That's fine with me. I'll throw on my little Gore-Tex jacket, and yeah, I think I'll be pretty chilling.
Yeah, I just like the idea of being able to fly.
Yeah.
Like, That's cool. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going underwater, discovering a
Hell
new
no.
fish, becoming
And then you can't
becoming
even
rich
open.
off of that.
I'm scared
Well, the
of-
first guy to discover this species of fish,
Yeah,
and this
I'm
species of fish.
I'm
and
too
this
scared of
species-
sharks, so I don't.
Bro, you're in a car, my guy.
Still.
Yeah, and then you
anything
can't
can
even get
happen.
out. Like it's like
Yeah.
okay.
What if shit goes wrong? Who's
Who
gonna
goes in
save
a
you?
submarine and says, "I want to get out"? Like, no, bro, you go in there.
Wasn't
How do you
that-
know that?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
All right, next question. Would you rather every third thought you have be out loud or never be alone no matter what you are doing?
Or never be alone no matter what you are. Every third thought that I have be out loud.
I feel like-
I like my alone time.
I feel like every third thought already comes out for me, so might as well go with
Yeah.
that one.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
That's a risky thing, you know. Every third thought you get, but
Ooh, you might get lucky one day.
yeah,
baby.
you might, and then you might not the next.
you might get canceled today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
So
a ticking time
what are
bomb.
you going?
Okay. What are the options? Every third thought comes out, or
Uh,
alone.
never be alone no matter what you're doing.
Nah, I need my alone time, bro.
Yeah, I need my alone time too.
You say I can't shower alone. I can't do nothing alone.
Yeah, that'd be
No
weird.
shits alone.
I love being alone, bro. It's incredible.
Yeah, every third thought.
You might get canceled.
What about you, my boy?
Yeah, I'm going with every third thought. I'm just used to that already. All right, next question. Would you rather only be used to a fork, no spoon, or only a spoon, no fork?
Only a
That's
spoon and
tough.
fork.
Because you're giving up.
I'll make it work. I've made it work before.
I'd rather use a fork.
Nah, you bugging. Ain't no way you're gonna enjoy no cereal.
How are you gonna eat a steak
I don't really. I don't really.
with
I
the
don't
spoon
really.
though?
I'll just pick that shit up with my
Watch.
hands.
I'll eat my
Fuck
cereal
it.
and throw my milk away anyway.
That's the thing. Like, if you use a fork, you can't enjoy the caldo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I eat ramen with a fork.
Well, aren't you supposed to?
No, because you're supposed to eat the caldo.
I use
They
the
give you those
chopsticks.
wide-
I
they
use
give
the
you those
chopsticks
wide
and the
spoons.
spoon.
Well, I'm more
Yeah.
of like I'll pick up the bowl and just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm just using the fork all around.
eat it like the cooch.
I guess
Like
you're
the
right.
Cooch.
Fork is, yeah, because you can like just grab your food better. You have it better.
Yes,
you know?
sir.
Just give me a spork. Fuck it.
But you can, like as Andre said, you could just use your hands. So
Yeah, dog. I'm a fucking animal, bro. Come here.
I don't know what I would choose
You have to choose one, my guy, right now.
right,
Right now, bro. Come
Yeah,
on, the time
3,
is ticking, bro.
2,
Come on.
1.
Fork. Give me the fork.
What about you? You said spoon, right, Andre?
Yes, sir.
How are you gonna eat your Chinese food with a spoon?
Dog, I'm a fucking animal.
That's
I'll
the thing.
slurp
I eat a
that
lot
thing
of
up.
Chinese food, so
You never fucking like slurped up some hot noodles, bro? Just like
yeah,
Burning your mouth and
yeah,
shit.
but not by putting my face on it. Like,
All right.
yeah.
Last,
What if,
last question here before we sign out and shit.
all right.
What were you about to say?
Something dumb. I was gonna say, what if the food is hot, but that's why you have a fork? You know?
All right. Something though.
Yeah. Something along those lines.
Would you rather randomly travel back or forward 20 years every time you fart, or teleport to a different place on Earth every time you sneeze?
Say the first one.
go
again?
back 20 years.
Would you rather randomly travel back 20? Like every time you fart, you're either gonna go back or forward 20 years in time, and every time you sneeze, you're gonna go to a different place in the world. Which one are you taking?
Fuck. You better have.
This- I'm pretty gassy, my guy.
I don't even fart, bro.
I don't even shit, my guy.
I don't. I'm like Adolf Hitler, bro.
Damn. So what are you
That's
taking,
tough.
Andre?
What do I think?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I'll do the fart one because I don't fart, bro. I'll just pick that one.
Yeah, I do this one the most, and it sounds the most fun. So I'm gonna do this one.
What about you?
That's tough, man. Probably go back 20 years.
Yeah, I'm. What if I end up in the middle of a war somewhere? Like,
Exactly. Like, what the fuck? How do you? Yeah, you can't control where you're going.
20 years at least, it's your life. You know where you're going. Like, I'm just going 20 years later in the same house or something, right? Like, if I'm going to a different place in the world, I'm like eating my sandwich, I sneeze, and then I'm eating my sandwich in the middle of fucking war in the Middle East, you know, like.
Yeah,
The
it's too
fuck?
sketchy. I'd rather go back 20 years.
Damn. All right, guys. What about you, Zandre? Actually, you said
Yeah, he said he doesn't fart.
You don't fart, right?
I don't fart,
Nah,
bro. I
he
told
doesn't
y'all.
shit. None of that
I only
shit.
got an asshole, bro.
He doesn't have anything.
Woo!
He doesn't even have a belly button.
Nothing, baby.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't even got nipples, bro. Woo! Well, that was episode 13, guys. Thank you for
Yeah.
fucking with us.
It's a wrap.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave comments on the fucking bottom of the fucking page. Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, tell
We need
Zandre
some
to prove it.
interaction.
He said he doesn't have nipples. We need him to prove it.
Yeah, once we hit
Everybody on the comments say, prove it, prove it.
Yeah,
All right?
go fucking spam our YouTube, please.
Yeah, let's set a number here. At the end of the year is coming soon, right? Well, not soon, but I think by the end of the year we should have a goal to have at least 500 followers
Let's
on
go.
our YouTube. 500
All right, let's go.
subscribers,
All right.
right?
500
Our
on our
road
way.
to 500 subscribers at the end of the year.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
And the only way this is possible is through anyone that watches that or enjoys this too.
And support us, share it.
Share it to their mamas, their daddies, their stepdaddies, their stepmamas, their
Everybody.
Everybody.
stepchilds, everyone, bro.
If you're
Like,
feeling good today, fucking make some noise for yourself. You know, there's something about us. That Punk. It's LSDP. My name is Andre. I'm here with Laz.
Yep.
I'm here with Monty.
That's right.
That was episode 13. Thank you for fucking with us. This is Something About Us by Dat Punk.
Peace.
It might not be the right time. I might not be the right one. But there's something about us I want to say. 'Cause there's something between us anyway. I might not be the right one. It might not be the right time. But there's something about us I've got to do. Some kind of secret I will share with you. I